So then there's this blood just ripping down the wall.
Okay, we're apparently live.
Why?
Alright, tell me about your adventure, Chris.
Why? Okay, so I saw this guy on iRacing Classifieds from Brooklyn list a Fanatic Club Sport version 2.5 wheel for sale. He wanted $500. They sell for 550. Uh, and you have to pay like $30 to ship it from Fanatic because one of the shittiest parts about buying Fanatic stuff is that they blatantly overcharge for shipping to make you think that to get more money out of you. Because I can tell you right now that anybody with a shipping account looking at you, Fanatic, is not paying $30 to ship each item. They're full of shit on that aspect. Fanatic. They're just trying to get more money out of you. So it would cost almost $600 to get that wheel shipped to your door.
Rip.
So I see this guy listed for $500, and I send him a message. I'm like, hey, I could do $350 if nobody buys it. I'm like, I'm in Brooklyn. I'm local. Because of course I'm gonna lowball the shit out of the person just to see what they have to say. So the person goes, oh, I've got 2 people interested in buying. I'm like, all right, so let me know if they don't buy it. So I'm sitting at work. Work was very slow yesterday, which is always a good thing. And I get a Facebook message that, hey, he goes, both people who were going to buy backed out. He's like, would you do it for 400? And I was like, absolutely. I was like, send me pictures. Send me pictures and send me your invoice. Just a picture of the invoice. I'm like, you could black your name out and shit. I'm like, I just want to see like that you actually bought it when you said you did. Like you didn't buy it like 3 years ago and are trying to pass it off as like new, you know? So he sent me the invoice. He bought it like in May, and he said that he needed to get dental work done. And he's like, I gotta sell it. I was like, okay. I was like, just send me a picture of all the shit. I'm like, I'll go take $400 out of the cash machine. I'll come right after work. And I did. So I've got a Club Sport V2 in a box ready to roll for tomorrow when I'm off to put it up, set it up.
Based.
Wait, what? Didn't you just buy a new wheel recently?
Yes, I did, but I'm gonna return it because a Club Sport V2.5 that's brand new is a hell of a lot better, and it literally is almost the same price I paid for the other wheel, give or take like $25. So if I can't fucking sell it, I'm just gonna put it on the iRacing forums, and someone's gonna scoop it up like instantly.
Do you know Eric Myers?
Yes.
Message him. He's looking at actually buying a wheel tomorrow from Fanatic.
Okay. I'll try and message him at some point tonight. I think I might. I'm sure I can find his Facebook.
I'll actually send it to you on Facebook.
All right. First thing I got to do though is I got to set this up tomorrow. Make sure the one that I've got just bought actually works, etc. So yeah, I kind of stuck my neck out a little bit. I actually, I'm not gonna lie, I felt kind of bad because it was like a 19-year-old kid, maybe 18-year-old kid came out the house, and it was in a kind
people
of
here. There are people here.
Uh-oh. One's down. Where's the other one?
Uh-oh.
He didn't insta, so there's a friend around here.
Oh yeah.
He opened the door and looked at me and was like, I made a bad mistake right off the bat. He just like looked. Yeah, my man had nothing. Alright, I'd stripped all the ammo off the guns and stuff, so... His friend is smart, he wouldn't come here, right?
We got a moped if you want to use it.
Let me just find a helmet and I'm ready. We could fuck off from here.
Okay.
So yeah, I felt kind of bad. I spoke to the kid for a couple of minutes. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not putting this person down. I'm usually not very afraid of anything in real life, like because this was a rough part of Brooklyn, and I was like, yeah, there's a very good chance I might get this $400 robbed off me, and
God damn.
I didn't. I was like literally like I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna keep my faith in humanity. Let's just run. I think staying here gives that person more incentive. You want to cut south?
Where are we going?
We could go. Actually, let's go up this way. Let's go to coast because it might end that way.
So, when I lived in Charlotte still, I bought a Mexican Telecaster off of Craigslist.
Uh huh.
This is legitimately Craigslist, not even Facebook Marketplace, right?
Yeah.
And show up to the guy's house. It's in the freaking middle of like the ghetto. Walk into the guy's house. They freaking had drugs on the table. They had it wasn't nothing crazy, just some marijuana and some other stuff. It's just like you invite someone into your house to buy something. You'd always think they would have that decency to like put something up, right?
Hmm.
I mean, this is 10 years ago too, right? It's not like it's recent.
Well, yeah. Back in the day, nobody really thought about like things like that. About like internet getting busted, kind of shit like that. Getting busted because of the internet was like almost a foreign concept, but now it's like commonplace. Yeah, I felt like I said, I felt like really. Oh, I got a 4x scope for you when we meet up. I felt kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie. I told the kid I was like, "Hey, here's the 4x and a comp for you and an extended mag." I told the kid I was like, "Hey, listen, I'm like, I've got a Club Sport V2 pedals. If you want to get back into sim racing at some point, I'm like, keep my cell phone number. I'm like, text me. I'm like, I'll give them to you for like nothing." He was like, "All right." He's like, "I'll let you know." He's like, "Because I wanted to get good pedals and shit like that." So it turns out this kid does a lot of Euro Truck Sim stuff and not really much else. Like, I'm not gonna
amazing.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. Part of me felt really, really bad that this kid had to do that. Like, like I'm not as big of a son of a bitch as I come off as sometimes. Like, I did genuinely feel a little bad. These doors were open. I want to go up in the woods. I genuinely felt a little bad, but I'm pretty excited about having a V2.5. Um, and this is the problem with not having a wife. It's that like I've got the ability to just be like, "Oh, yeah, I'll go take $400 out. Let's do this."
Yeah, you
And
could have bought a VR headset today.
I'm not entirely sold on VR yet. I've worn Oculus, and like I said, I thought it was heavy and a little bit cumbersome to wear. But
They are.
I went from the stance of not really sold on VR to when it's easier to wear and the resolution's like as good as the screen set. It's the future. I agree on that. I'm not really like at the stage where I want to wear a cumbersome helmet when I'm just
I
playing video games for fun.
I don't want hand controls. Like, there's no freaking thing I want to do in VR that requires hand controls.
I was the same way, and then I actually tried it around my buddy's house. It's pretty incredible, dude. You can like throw things, catch things, you fire guns. There's haptic feedback, and it's don't knock it till you try it. It's generally
Oh, it's
opinion.
incredible.
Yeah.
I just
Well,
am not
I've had a
entirely
VR
sure
headset.
if I want to like wear a headset all the time. That's my thing.
Oh yeah, I was just addressing the hand controls thing, but I completely feel you. Like I sold my Rift. In fact, the one I tried at my buddy's house was my Rift. I sold a bit. Um,
Wait,
I
you
don't miss my
sold your
Rift at all.
Rift?
yeah, I sold it to Ash
When was this?
months ago.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Fuck.
I
The,
bet.
on, the only thing I really say like VR is good. Like
Wait, leave some of that ammo for me. I'm gonna switch to AK for my secondary.
flight sims and racing sims are by
Do you
far
have
the
enough
best
ammo
two
or
things.
no?
I could use it more.
What do you have? 5.56?
Yep. Yeah, shit. I did not know you sold your Rift.
Oh, completely did. Um,
Oh,
it was
alright.
gonna have a better home with him, so
Yeah, he'll use it
this
more.
way?
He plays more
Yeah.
stuff where it's. Yeah, that was
But-
gonna be my follow-up question. Like, when was the last time you've run a like an AC race with it?
last time I ran an AC race with it must have been like. Remember the season with the Lotus Exos by the Sim Pit?
Yep.
And it was really good. We had a really good Silverstone race.
Yep.
That was the last season.
Wow.
I hadn't used it in a while, fam.
Damn.
And like I can completely live without it. people who are like, "Oh, I can't live without my VR. VR is life." Full of
Are
shit.
you using a single screen now or triples?
Just single screen. I can
So
completely live without the Rift.
see, like, because I've had triple screens. I've had the Rift. I have an ultra wide right now. So I've had pretty much everything, right?
Hmm.
Um, I prefer, I think, triple screens.
I would like triples. Can't lie.
I like triples, I really do, but I just don't have the space at the current time for triples the way
Yeah.
I've got my room set
I
up.
Same, and that's like why VR makes sense to me for space wise. But it's like the thing with triples though is like you could have a drink. It's like where did I put my drink down? In VR, it's like where the fuck is everything?
Yeah, you're
Triple
not
screens, it's
closing
like oh, it's
yourself
right
off from
there.
the world. Yeah.
And the worst part is I hate all the freaking headsets. The VR headsets come with shitty headphones. I have
Uh,
studio grade headphones.
the
Like
Rift headphones are pretty good. Can't lie.
Double A, Austin Atkinson has the new Rift, the S. He says the speakers sound really good for him. And
The
he's
speaker sounded really good for the original headset too. In my
I,
view.
Do you want to hide up
it's not
here, or
that
you
they were
want to
bad.
move to my mark?
It's-
Awesome.
We should probably hide up here.
All
Just
right.
high ground.
Okay. I can watch down the hill northeast. Just
Okay.
listen out if you can hear, see if you hear anyone. Yeah, I like triples, but I can't lie. I think that one 1440p monitor, the 32-inch that I have right now on my setup, one 1440p is not so bad. Like it's way better than like back in the day when you used to have like a single 24 or 27 that was like 1080p.
yeah.
A single 1440p is first off, the resolution is just mind blowing. It's like I I understand. I finally understood. I think I've told you this before. I didn't understand at first why like broadcast TV didn't go to 1440p before they went to 4K, and apparently 1440p doesn't scale with like 1080 and 720. 720 scales into 1080 like perfectly. Like you wouldn't be able to like really notice a difference.
Huh.
1440p doesn't scale into anything. But 1080p scales into 4K. So like you could run 1080p content on a 4K monitor and really not notice too much of a difference. So that's the reasoning why. But for PC gaming, I think 1440p is pretty damn awesome.
So I'm at 3440 by 1440p.
Mm-hmm. So that's the ultra wide 1440p, obviously.
And so
Nice.
I'm slightly under 4K resolution for pixels.
Mm-hmm.
1920 by 1080, 60 hertz master race, boys.
See, I
Yeah,
haven't been
that's another thing
on.
too. I have 75 hertz on both my monitors, and I really don't think it impedes me very much at all. Sometimes I see
It should be right now.
I see some screen tearing like once in a while, but like
That's not what I'm talking about though. It's been. I need to send you a Linus Tech Tips video. They actually did some testing between 60 hertz and 144 hertz and 240, and like the 240 hertz, like people they were getting headshots so much faster because they could react faster.
I mean, yeah, but you got to look at the price differences when you go up to
Oh,
like
I agree.
those monitors though. Like
That's why my ultra wide's not is only 60 hertz.
well, like
I'm not a big first person shooter, so it's like I don't really care to have,
well,
you
I'm
know.
at 75 hertz now on both on my my racing monitor and the one I'm playing PubG on right now. Oh, this worked out good, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
This is interesting because there's no water to cross when we end, which will be a good thing. So, I guess I would say I think the biggest. If I had to do it again, like if I had the space, I'd have three monitors again. I've got the three monitor stand. I just have no way to fucking fit it as it stands right now, which is kind of a problem.
See if like my real setup, I'd like to have like three freaking projectors and have it like all around.
Super FOV.
Yep. And put it like into the wall for it's like it feels like you're in a like you're actually in the cockpit kind of thing.
The thing with VR versus triples is VR is actually the more economical solution
Oh, it's very
because
economical. Yeah.
I have a
because
DMR now also.
Nice.
the cost of triples, like 3 high-quality monitors versus 1 Rift, was like the Rift cost as much as 1 good monitor, plus the space. But if you have the space and the money, triples all day. But as backwards as it sounds, VR is actually, you know, the cost-effective solution, and it comes with like inbuilt sync, like special sync shit. So
Well,
there's
the
no
reason
input lag for me.
I got a question for you, Ethan, because like I said, I've only done the Rift on what was essentially a first-person shooter like Star Wars exhibit.
Hmm?
Um, in terms of racing games, are you able to look ahead like you are in a real automobile? Is that like possible with the Rift? Like you like almost are like looking up and ahead towards like the next set of corners or where
Yes,
you're going? Okay. So
big
that's
fucking time.
yeah, that's intriguing to me, I'm not gonna lie. Looking ahead is very, very intriguing.
And
So
you think that it would provide an increased sense of speed because you can like you have peripheral vision more so than a single. Not so much. It felt slower in the Rift because I could look
yep.
so deep and it was so big.
That's
I could look
accurate.
just far up the track. Yeah, exactly. I could look far up the track and I just wasn't seeing shit to my sides, and it felt slower.
So we gotta be here.
Yeah, we want
So
to
we
get
need the
that.
high ground.
Exactly.
Rice farm is, I guess. Oh, there's people up there though. Can I shoot? There's two guys right on
Too
that
far.
hill. Yeah, you
If
think
we
so?
shoot, that exposes the shit out of us. Those guys are standing in the middle of nowhere, so I'm gonna go with they'll probably pay for that.
I want to shoot so bad because they're just
If,
standing there.
if I had a bigger scope, I would still be
Can
about
I
it.
try? Oh, one guy got hit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're so exposed, someone was gonna do it for us.
Okay.
I am gonna start moving though down.
Yep. Coming with.
So Chris,
Yes.
VR and doing dirt. Oh my god.
Oh,
Because
I'm
you
sure
can
it's
look
amazing.
right. You can look right off the freaking right front quarter panel. Look exactly where you want to go and just stare at it.
Yeah, like for me, the ability to look forward to the next set of corners and like looking to the apex has got to be a game changer.
Absolute fucking game changer, dude. Even before you finish that sentence, I was just gonna be like, game changer.
But
Um,
like I said, to me, wearing the whole setup with wearing the Oculus headset, I was just like, I don't know if I could do this for hours on end, you know. And I'm not like a weak person, but I was just like, I don't know, man. Like my big hang up for me, and like it's the reason I never had a Wii or like anything like that, is because like when I want to play video games, like I want to relax a lot of the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, exactly. I found myself whenever I sat down to play a game on my monitor, I was just like, oh, this is such a fucking relief. Like it became a whole process. Like putting the thing on in the summer, it got so hot, it was awful.
Like my AC's been on for about an hour now, and the room is finally cool. That's how hot it's been here.
Yeah,
So like yeah, imagine having a headset on top of that.
Well, you can
yeah.
hear my fan in the background, right?
I heard it before when there was less people here.
Like my room, just my PC gets so freaking hot with the AC on all day long. Just ridiculous.
Yeah, it was oppressive here. This weekend it was 100 on Saturday. It was 95 and more humid on Sunday, and today it's like 90 and it was raining and humid. It's like a fucking rainforest the last 2 days.
Yeah, and what's really bad for where you're at and the rest of the state and around you is nobody up there has AC.
Here?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well,
Well, in like the city in Brooklyn, people don't really have ACs in like shitty apartments.
We're not
on
doing
Sat-
too bad where we're at. I'm gonna hang out
No.
here.
I wish I could see that person shooting the bolt action because that's going to be probably a person we're going to have to kill.
Where I'm from, Chris, in upstate New York, nobody has AC.
Yeah, that's different. Like in Pennsylvania, when my grandparents had the house in Pennsylvania, there was no AC in it because the breezes off the mountain was just like it was like always refreshing. It didn't matter how hot it was. You didn't need AC up there. But I'm saying like in the city,
Oh, I
some
see
people in
people.
the
Direct northwest.
oh my god, they got the armored vehicle. Wait, hide. That's gonna be a problem. The armored vehicle is a problem.
Where?
Coming straight for us. Coming right for us.
I'm gonna go down the hill.
Get grenades on it.
Nope, they
Problems.
don't see us. They just drove right by us.
Oh, he saw me because I threw a grenade at him. But he knew if he got out, he was getting fucked.
So I'm down by the warehouse.
Alright.
The warehouse might be in.
I'm in, by the way.
Just making sure there's space between us.
In front of the warehouse is in. For sure. Somebody's got a Mark 14, and that's not good because that gun's like absolute game changer.
I'm in. If you look on the stream, it's ridiculous. You needed to come where I'm at. I'm cornered off inside the house. It's ridiculous.
Hang on. Give me a second of silence. I hear someone walking. Alright, the guy shooting the bolt action is kind of close to me. But I don't think it's to his benefit to rotate down. He should rotate up, right?
Augie just basically killed himself.
It's smart
No,
though,
I think
'cause
he's in good shape. If he can get out, he'll be fine.
I'm out.
Alright, you do you.
You guys are about 10-15 seconds behind on the stream delay, right?
There's that fucking
Yeah.
armored vehicle again. So there's two in the armored vehicle. You know that, right? I got two on me.
Fuck.
Oh, I hit him in the face. Son of a bitch. Don't worry about me. He's right in front of me, though, if you could see him. I don't know if it's to your benefit to do anything about it. Ah, fuck you. You didn't kill me, the zone did.
Are you serious? I hit that dude 3 times.
Do you?
Oh, it's over.
Third place ain't bad, though.
If you watch on the stream, I hit the guy. 2 points.
The guy I shot had level 3 armor because he had fucking a ghillie suit on, so... If he didn't hear me, I was in better shape because I landed all my shots. He had more armor.
I'm not gonna lie, Augie, one of those shots missed.
One of those shots missed, or
Yeah, one of them did.
rip?
Like, he shot it right between his arms.
That dude turned around, like, as soon as I went to crouch and start shooting him. And if that didn't happen, I would have been in, like, actually, like, really good shape against him. His buddy would have turned around and probably got me, but I would have got him.
P3 is not bad.
No, we've
Opening
been having a
round.
Yes, it
decent
is.
run here.
Still a second of the losers. No participation medals from me, boy. Get better.
Oh yeah, he heard me and was just like, yeah, I'm gonna come.
How
Oh,
do you
wow.
want to rephrase that?
Nope.
Ah, that sucks, but that was a decent opening round.
I really think we need to petition iRacing, though, to make that K&N car run more places that are, like, bigger ovals. I'm not gonna lie, that's not so bad.
Dude, that Charlotte race is freaking a blast.
I mean, I was having fun up until the point where the person wrecked me. I mean,
I came to 600 I rating.
like, I can't believe that, like, every time I go out into a race, I just lose I rating, and it's of no fault of my own.
It's never
Welcome
my
to
fault
me,
when I lose
last
I
season
rating.
of the Simpit GT3.
Oh my god. Yeah, Ethan, I've done 2 races in like the last week, and I've streamed them for Austin. One race was a super speedway race, and yes, the truck was very, very loose into the corner, but as Austin saw, I was just preparing myself for it and like just not turning the wheel to make it looser, and then turning it after the hump into the corner. And the guy next to me just fucking turns straight into me and wrecks the whole field.
Wow.
Then we did Charlotte in the K&N car, which was the old Nationwide car, and I ran 2 laps the whole week, which was qualifying. And here I am doing all right, and these people are practicing since Monday. And guy next to me, there's no cautions in those races, so somebody was in the wall, so we all went low off of turn 2 at Charlotte, and this stupid asshole just hooks left and fucking wrecks the both of us, and then is cursing at me, which was my favorite part.
Ethan, if you click on that link real quick, you'll see how bad the car was wrecking, though.
Yep.
After like this is lap 9 of a 35 lap race, the car just become undrivable.
I'll look in a sec.
I mean, I don't have a problem with that. It's just like I don't understand how people are on that thing practicing from the second that the week changes over, and they can't even turn a lap. I show up after work, throw 2 laps down in qualifying, and I have no problem. These people just can't even make a corner.
That's how we feel in some of the SRS races.
Oh yeah, big time. Nothing new. People don't care. You spend all this money, like investing in sim racing. You buy a wheel, you buy the title, you buy the iRacing subscription,
Buy the direct drive wheel,
or you go through the SRS sign-up process, and then you just don't care after that. Right? People race you in qualifying. I can't qualify with these people because I try and build a gap, I get overtaken. Like, it's sickening. It's borderline sickening.
Oh my god, someone's with us.
Uh-oh. Killhouse?
Yeah, you can break off and go there.
Okay.
I don't think anybody landed there.
Could also
Either
try
that or we're going
Bond,
back to... If they did, we're going back to the lobby. Nobody's at Bond, but there's people at Roadhouses and there's people at the warehouses.
I'll
so,
try Bond.
Yeah, so we're going to have to gear up and get back together and be ready to fight.
Oh, by the way, speaking of SRS shitters, our boy Nuno got banned.
Oh, did he?
Yep, I got the protest back. Permanent ban.
It actually
Protesta?
tells you? Yeah.
Yeah. Sim Racing System sends you a PM with the result.
what do you do?
I'll link you to what he did. I got the protest footage.
Oh, is that the one you shared the other day, where like
Yeah.
he was like waiting up for you guys to wreck you?
Yep.
Nice.
Protesta.
I wish iRacing did that shit back in the day.
iRacing's just like, it was a racing incident. And it's sent to you in like Comic Sans blue font. Right? You've seen those protests, right? Where Nim like writes back to you in this goofy font.
What a fat fucking piece of shit.
Hey,
twat.
this is a Christian server.
So I was looking through my emails trying to find my email where I changed my email address on that account I have, and I came across an email I sent in for protesting somebody. Apparently, I protested William Byron 2 races in a row for him saying over voice chat he didn't care anymore because he had a real car, and he was just gonna wreck people in iRacing because he didn't care.
Well, I stole a Car 98K from somebody. Cool.
That's not surprising. The
What, stealing the
damn
gun?
fucking university.
Oh yeah.
Also, yeah, that's pretty wrecking loose. But I was always better in cars that were tentative to drive on iRacing. Like, I remember Class A went to Charlotte in the daytime, and the fixed set was just like eggshells. I was blown by people, and it was honestly really, really fun. And we went like 80 laps green. It was stupid fun.
Well, that's just iRacing, though. That's like that's just the iRacing bullshit. It's like anything that's like hard. It's like it needs to be not hard to drive. It needs to be like involving throttle control and none of these shitters want to do it because it's too hard to do. I mean, that's why I think the dirt stuff is phenomenal, because the dirt stuff requires so much throttle control. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like, the throttle control on the dirt cars literally makes or breaks how good you're doing. And you could tell that, like, what some of them, when they're just too hard, that nobody wants to do it. But then at the same time, you drive stuff that's so easy and they're still wrecking. So I don't know.
Hey, what file is the INI file you adjust for NR 2003 to make it look prettier?
Oh, are you getting the blurry graphics? It's like rend_dxg.ini, and then the numbers texture set size, and like there's a calculation you can do. I just put a bunch of 9s in it, like add
Okay.
9s to.
Google NR 2003 graphics tweaker.
You
Oh,
want to
yeah.
run from here, by the way? Go like northish.
Oh, where'd you go?
I'm below you.
Okay.
Travis.
Yes.
All right,
Thank you, sir.
we should probably go up though.
Yep.
Up the hill.
I got a Car 98K with a scope, so.
Okay, cool. I got a QVU with the 4x scope. I just need some more 5.56 wherever we go.
Megabytes of graphics.
There's someone
card.
popping off an SKS up the hill in front of us.
Yep.
Yeah, that's relatively close.
But he came from playing on a computer, Travis.
Huh?
A guy in the comments.
I don't think William Byron's a complete shitter, but I do think if his dad wasn't rich, he wouldn't be in the 24 car.
Mm-hmm.
Like he might be in like one of the shitter tier cars. Like I don't know.
He would
Look,
be one of
Chris.
the fucking no-names riding around at the back.
Chris, look. If you and me both had parents like William Byron's, we'd be Dale Earnhardt Jr. right now.
I do think that I don't think I could be a champion, but I do think that if you put me in a real race car, that I'm probably safe enough, understand braking and all that shit on an oval enough that I could probably, be
I'd be better
safe
than
in a
Timmy Hill.
nationwide car at the minimum.
I'd be better than Timmy Hill.
Yeah, I'd say if you put me in a nationwide car that wasn't like inherently broken, I could probably not kill anybody. I would be better than Danica Patrick. I know that for sure.
The way I saw it described is that, like, even if you look at something like 360 sprints or 410 sprints, it's like literal.
I got 2 times right in front of me. Hang on.
You said
I
you're
don't
going
know
up
if
and you went down. You went south, bro.
Hang on. You're right.
360 and 410 sprints are like literal middle school children or like retired landscaping business owners. So that should tell you how difficult these cars are to drive.
This guy's running and he didn't see me. I heard a vehicle, by the way, too. I don't know what to do. Do I try and engage
I'm
this
near
guy?
you now. Where is he?
Going down the hill. Oh, hang on.
Oh, I see him. Oh, he's on a bike.
There are 2 times on a bike? Because there's one guy running in the field with an SKS.
I saw one guy on the bike, but
Trying to figure out if that was his bro that was on the bike.
I can pop off a shot if I get contact with the guy with the SKS. I just don't know where he went.
I hear him. Where are they going? Oh, yep, they're gone. Forget it. We're good. I'm coming to you. Let's just run.
Just going north.
Yeah, they're going far on the bike. We're safe.
Okay. No, they're not.
Until they crest the hill. Don't do it, bro. No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying to them. Don't do it.
Oh, they're flying.
Yeah. I don't think they saw us, right?
I mean, keep your eyes on that direction. They might have stopped at the houses. I'm gonna rotate right.
Hang on, there's a guy right here.
Where?
Guy at the houses.
That's them. Haha, got him. We shot at the same
Nice.
time.
Hang on, we gotta get his buddy.
Yeah.
Right there. 5.
Hit him. He can only hit one of us. behind that rock, right? He's healing?
Yep, he's behind the rock.
I want to finish off his friend, but...
Pop a shot off for me.
He's running to his friend. He's going to be on the porch by where his friend is. So they don't know where we are because they're healing. We have 10 seconds to get to a different cover spot.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to get up.
Good
Good
night.
job. Good stuff. I probably should have run in and helped you, but...
That's fine. I did what needed to be done.
Yep.
I destroyed his fucking armor. Can't take that. Oh no! You run. You run.
Is he there?
Fuck, forget me.
What's happening?
You might be able to get me actually.
Come
Come
behind
to
the hill.
me. You got to do it quick because it was from like the roadhouses. Heal me and run. I'll heal myself and
Well, we're in,
we'll sort
right?
it from there.
We'll just head east.
I've got enough shit here to heal myself.
Okay.
You get far from me though.
Okay, I'm heading direct east.
I'm not saying I'd be like the next Kyle Busch or whatever, but you know, you only have to look at Austin's transition into real racing, to you know,
If we didn't have as many mechanical failures, we'd have a win by now.
oh yeah, and it's like being fast is one thing, being able to handle the car and you know learn racecraft through racing sims is one thing, but you also need to
By the
have
way-
a great deal of sense. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Real quick, Austin. I threw a fucking smoke to distract them. Let's just keep running. I'm not gonna go loot that stuff that was on those guys.
Interrupt me with comms like that's yeah, but no, you need a great deal of sense and maturity to not go in as like a hot shoe, because you went in, you did that street stop like
Guy right here. Guy right here.
Where's he at?
Right next to me. He ran by me. Dead.
Oh my god.
Woo! I gotta loot
Does he
him.
got a
I need
buddy?
to see- no, he instant.
Okay.
I need his shit though because I have nothing.
Okay. We are overlooking the warehouse. This is not a bad position.
Oh wow, this guy's gotta be salty as fuck. He had level 3 gear. Oh man, that's fucking based. I got all his ammo. I got a level 3 vest that I didn't hurt too much, and his helmet was fresh. So I gotta get in and just heal again, and then we're good.
Oh wow, we gotta run a while now.
Yeah, let me just get some adrenaline on board, and then we'll go.
You wanna go east, like up to where the 1 marker is, and then pop in on the east side?
I got a 4x scope for you. I'm down for whatever, by the way.
I got a 4x scope. We're good.
Okay, cool. I've got all the parts to like good shit too. I got a silencer on this QBU now too. There's a level 2 vest here if you're interested.
Yeah, I need that.
Actually, I'm sorry, I'm gonna take it. This level 3 vest has less armor than
Okay.
the level 3 had less armor than that because I damaged it a little bit.
Yeah, let's just head due north. This got looted, remember? We were gonna land here and then they...
Yes, but there's still some ammo on the ground. Helps. I thought for sure that guy saw me and I was fucked, but he didn't.
That's to our left.
Remember, because I've been knocked, if I get knocked again, I'm gonna die quicker. That's the way that they set the game up now.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you get knocked, your time that you can be DPNO increases. Time you get knocked afterwards. So keep that in mind. If I get knocked again, just do it your own thing.
Yep.
By the way, you picking me up probably saved you because that guy was going to come up on you if you went that way.
I think you tied your record for kills this round.
Yeah.
They gave me the knock for the first guy, though.
Yeah, but because he got oh, right here. Oh fuck. Right here in the grass. He stood up. He's right here. He's circling me.
I can't see. So you have a buddy?
Yeah. I don't think so.
Just wait for him to pop over the hill.
I'm dead.
Yep.
I dropped my scopes in the grass to be spiteful. He was to your left, over to crest.
Okay, well,
Bike to your right. Bike to your right.
I tried.
You're crouched, by the way, so that's why it's taking you so
Oh,
long.
dear.
I see a guy behind the rock to your left. I think. No, it's a tree. Oh, oh boy,
You
you're in
could
trouble.
stop shooting me. Yep.
Rip.
Rip. Just better angle.
Fuck, we're getting so close.
Oh, outside the top 10. Fuck, I had 14 hit points.
Oof.
12 kills a guy, so...
I don't know. I feel like the last update that they did brought the game back in line with what me and you were doing well with about a month or two ago. I feel like the aiming got better. Like whatever they did last, the big update kind of sucked. I felt like me and you couldn't aim for shit.
Yeah.
But now we seem like we're back to where we were. We're consistently hitting and knocking people.
Yeah, it felt like hours ago, but no, I just want to say, you went in, you did the street stock license thing, and then you went Hornets, and then you went late models, you worked your way up, and you also didn't go in gung-ho like, I'm a fast sim racer, so I'm going to be faster than the real thing. Because you see these guys being like, oh, I beat Rubens Barrichello on iRacing, oh, I was able to keep up with Max Verstappen, obviously I'm going to be an amazing race driver. But it doesn't work like that. You have to have sense, you have to pace yourself, you have to work yourself up to it. And the second you get in a real car, you can't start ripping hot laps and pushing hard. You've got to really be patient and find your limits. You've got to have that sense and maturity. And you obviously had that.
Well,
and I think I do as well.
You
so.
can if you start in an entry-level car, because they're so hard
yeah.
to fuck up driving, that,
Yeah.
like, within 2 laps, you're just like, oh, this is not difficult.
Yeah. But still, you know, if you think you can hop in an F1 car and be as quick as, you know, anyone on the current grid just because you're good at iRacing, that's not how it works.
Well, F1 is like a different ball game than regular racing, and
I guess.
for a couple of different reasons. There's so much car involved in F1, and that's not to say that there isn't a lot of car involved in NASCAR, but I think that like there's also this extra level of physicality that's required and like stamina training for an F1 car. It's not the same as like Tony Stewart being a fucking, you know, big fat bastard like most Americans, getting in and being like, you know, in his prime, one of the best drivers that ever was in a stock car.
Yeah, bad example. I just literally said the first series that came to my head.
No, I'm just saying
anything
like,
then.
Yeah, no, it's not your fault, but I'm just saying like F1 is a little different. Every other form of racing but F1 probably, yeah. I mean, like, if you, like, that's why I'm saying, like, I really think that if you put me, like, I mean, Travis has watched me fucking just make laps for, like, race runs in the mod and, like, the late model, and I feel like I'm consistent enough over, like, 25 laps that if I got, you know, enough time to get comfortable with the real-world speed and the real-world danger, I could probably be safer than a good variety of your real-world drivers.
Well,
and, like, you know...
And you would, too, because, again, like I mentioned in my video, most teams have, like, a practice day where they just...
Yeah.
Like, every short track that I know that I've been to has, like, in May or April, just, like, an open test day. And everyone's there. So that would be the day where you get acclimatized to the car and run, like, 3 or 4 long sessions. And by that time, you're up to speed. And then you say, like, you think you'd be safer... You're absolutely correct, because a lot of the guys who are, like, in racing, again, it's like landscaping business owners. It's just, like, old boomers with a bunch of money and be like, I'm going to drive a race car now. That's exactly what it is. Like I'm not knocking the guys I run with in the series, but it's not like we have, like, these guys who are, like, have extensive racing careers and have been in karts when they were 6. Like, one of the guys that races is a teacher. You know, another guy has like some sort of like auto shop. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's
like
just normal dudes.
when I went to see the mods at Wall Township back in beginning of June, like one of the dudes who was in the mods, they announced like when they were like doing like they were doing like little
Driver
bios
intros?
because
Yeah.
they had a little bit of a track cleanup that they had to do from one of the wrecks.
Yeah.
And one of the guys literally was an emergency room nurse, like literally me,
Yep.
driving one of the mods.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's like a 650 horsepower, like 2,500 pound stock car, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you'd never know it, right?
With
You
a
could-
with a yeah big ass set of racing slicks, and
Yep.
there you go.
But it's true, and a lot of these guys, like, they don't read or even know that, like, there's tutorials out there. They just, like, started driving and then just kind of figured it out as they went.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, a lot of these guys have no idea that, like, material exists about, like, or even know the term racecraft. Like, no one in amateur racing has any idea that this shit exists.
You didn't know what racecraft was.
No,
Until, like,
no, and
ages ago.
that's what I mean.
You told me I made it up.
But it's like, it's true, right? Like, it's a lot of these guys are of that mindset where they're just like, I don't know, I just fucking drive the thing.
Yeah. I feel you.
So, like, for a sim racer to come in who's, like, been bored enough to, like, study that shit and just, like, figure it out, or not figure it out, but, like, to go through that alleyway and start reading tutorials and, like, understanding and following YouTube tutorials and shit like that, you're like, ahead of 90% of the people you race with.
It's like when me and like Travis could sit there and we could like talk about what the setup's doing in the late model.
Yeah.
You know, we could both agree that like we're feeling the same thing.
Yeah.
Here's what we think will fix it. Like
Yeah.
you know, and we're both like, yeah, the left front's got to bounce less. That's
Yeah.
what's hurting the corner entry. You know, that's not very difficult stuff that we were doing
Yeah.
right there. It just we're just fucking nerds that have been
Yeah.
playing racing games for a long time.
But again, like, when you get to a real track, like, you'd be surprised how many people just don't know that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fucked up.
Like, even, I mean, Horns is a bad
Going
comparison.
far away.
Yeah, there's a tuk-tuk going for a cruise over there.
That's a fuck off shot.
Oh, that was you. I was like,
Yeah,
that was
silence.
close.
No, that was me shooting the silencer.
I need a scope, and other than that, I'm good.
Same thing. I could use a vest. Well, I guess I'll deal with the level 1 vest for now. Oh, I found a 6x scope. You have a rifle?
I have a, what do I have? A 16A4?
Alright.
There's
I'll defer to you if I don't find a sniper in the next set of houses.
Okay.
But we've got to start thinking about moving though soon.
Oh, shit.
Unless
we
there's a
don't gotta go far. Like,
unless there's a boat at the shore over here.
Oh, there should be. Usually spawns there. No, but, like, even setup-wise, like, I know, like, after we left EIR, like, there were a different group of drivers started racing Hornets, and, like, they were all of kind of the mentality I just mentioned, where they just had money and bought
I
a
found
race
an
car.
M24. Sorry, bud.
10-4. And, like, you can even just tell visually looking at the
Oh,
cars.
hang on. There's
that,
a 4x scope here on this ledge. Pick it up. You're set.
Nice. But you could tell visually by just looking at some of the mini stocks that, like, there wasn't a lot of stagger being run. Guys were just, like, throwing on any old street tires without even researching, like, what tires are good kind of thing.
Level 2 helmet in here. And then I think we got to start running. We're running out of time here.
Justin, I think, went and helped a guy because
Right over
his
here.
toe was out, and the guy was essentially running with broken toe settings, and just, like, had no idea.
Yeah.
And Justin went into the pits and adjusted the dude's toe in between a session. The guy went 2/10 faster. He's like, "Oh, I didn't know that was, like, a thing."
Yeah.
That's literally like amateur racing. So as a sim racer, if you go into that environment, you are ridiculously far ahead of the game.
Well, and you know what you just said too? That's like kind of like sad too.
What?
Like, Justin went in there and was like, "Hey, man, like, being a friend."
Yeah.
And that's a big problem with sim racing too. And the reason why everything's a fixed race now
Yep.
is because like nobody wants to fucking be like, "Oh, I found this setup. Here, I'll share it." And like, you know, you guys tell me what you think.
Yep.
No, now everybody's like, "Haha, fuck you. I'm a big time iRacing NASCAR driver."
Yep.
You know. I want to thank my sponsors and Stuart Haas Racing for giving me this opportunity to shill for them. buggy over there.
Well, and I'm not sure what mentality fuels it, but like I do know at least from my time on iRacing, it was like everyone wanted to just step on each other and make it to peak and make a bunch of money, which in reality is not a lot of money, or at least it wasn't back then.
Yeah, which is sad because like if I when you think about it, like 10
Yeah.
grand is a lot of money, but
It's not.
it's really not. Like I work
Mhm.
one overtime shift, I can make $750.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and I'll get to sit on my ass the whole time too because
Yeah.
if I give them overtime, they're not going to put me in a shitty assignment.
No, but in real world racing, it's like everyone kind of understands that having more cars on the track to battle with is fun.
Yeah.
I think that's what it boils down to.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, like the mod race I went to, there were at Wall there was 29 fucking modifieds there. That's awesome. You know,
Like, dude, thinking back to the fucking Brands Hatch race as well, I was 2/10 off the pole time and I was 11th on the grid. That's fucking amazing, and it created a memory that we remember even now. Whereas, like, I can't remember 90% of the races that we just fuck off into the distance with.
we're gonna have to go down the mountain, and we're probably gonna be in the blue at some point. Just so you know.
This is pain.
Yeah, but you know what? We're gonna be relatively safe, I think, because of this.
One of the
Mhm.
K&N races I did this past week, the top 18 cars were within a tenth and a half of each other.
Charlotte?
Yeah,
Charlotte takes
Charlotte.
no skill, though.
Nah.
It. But have you ever
In the
like I've
rate-
never seen times that close to Daytona with 15 cars, like a tenth and a half between 15 cars.
You know, one of
Like that's close.
my favorite combos was on iRacing. Um, Back when they had like the end of the old tire model days, when they were like sort of getting it right ish, before they broke it again, and then disappointed us with the new tire model beta. But uh, the Impala B, which is what it was called at the time, at Texas,
Yep.
fixed.
Yep.
Oh my god, I used to fucking pick them up and lay them down in those races unless they were like, unless there was like some like big time like DWC driver who would drop in. But like all it was like literally, it's what you were talking about in your video, Austin, which was don't drive the car deep into the corner and piss off the front tires.
Yep.
So
It
if you
was
did,
literally-
you lost 10 laps, and then you could
It
do
was
it in
like
10 laps.
literally, I was driving it in, letting it roll down into the middle, up until the point where I was like, if I get back in the throttle now, the front tires won't slide up off. Uh-oh, look at this. Driving?
Where the fuck we going?
I don't know. Should I get tunes?
I get copyright claim, that's the issue. Don't want to deal with that. Sorry, fam.
You
can sing.
My favourite combo, though, on iRacing that I've ever run, is that unlikely you'll hear this and be like, ugh, but Mazda MX-5's Daytona Road Course. That shit was fucking lit, okay, because I started near the back, and it's like, there was this one other guy in like a maroon colour car, and we just worked together and worked our way up through the field by drafting. We were doing the two-car tango, we worked ourselves up to like second and third. It was, and I think I got second by, or missed first by like 6 thousandths. It was insane. It
I
was
think my
so much
favorite
fun.
combo on there now is a two-wheel drive trophy truck at Charlotte Roval.
Haven't driven it.
I'm actually surprised, now that you say that, why they haven't made more like faux like trophy truck courses because of like the real life Robbie Gordon series stuff
Yeah.
that they run. That would
Because
probably
they just
be
came
good
out
fun.
with it and it's iRacing.
Yeah, there's no direction to anything they do.
Things that make sense don't actually happen.
And people said I was the pessimistic one about iRacing. I'm just like sitting back and listening to 4 people rant about it.
Oh my god! But let me get back to my self masturbating statements about that B car at Texas. But yeah, it was so fun to drive, and like everybody just blew the fucking tires off the cars by like overdriving the shit out of them. It's like nobody understood that all you had to do was just roll into the corner and roll the center of the corner, and you would just make massive time on everybody.
We had Highline then too.
Yeah, you kind of had a high
That
line too,
beta
like.
that beta car had a freaking high line.
Oh no, I'm not even talking about
Oh, you're
that. I'm
talking
not
about
even
the
talking
net.
about the beta. I'm talking
Oh,
back before when the Impala B was
oh,
the K and N car,
oh. Okay, yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah. All
the
right,
new
yeah.
tire model beta was lit as fuck too. Oh man, that new tire model beta was so fun.
For 3
I
weeks.
just want that tire. I just want that tire model on anything.
What was so amazing about that, and the thing that I just remember distinctly, and it's still something that to this day iRacing doesn't do very well for some reason, is that when you cook a tire, if you just didn't um, push it too much again, you were able to like cool it down and get going again. And even with how good a lot of the stuff does feel, there's still this like if you cook the tire, it's over. It's like just it's over. Now
Yeah.
maybe Austin can like just chime in on that. Like in real life, if you know you're overheating the right front, if you back off, will it come back a little bit?
Generally, yes. I mean, you'll still, like, there's still an extent where it's like you've taken a chunk off that tire's life, and it just won't
Mm-hmm.
be as good, so you do have to kind of, like, conserve.
Yeah, because like you see in like real life, like tracks
Kirby.
where tires are important. Like somebody will back off and they'll be like, "Okay, I'm back now."
Yep. And
AKA Alex Bowman the other night when he won his first race.
it'll
JK.
depend on, like, the brand of the tire too and all that horse shit, right? Like, certain tires do certain things. Like, I know Dustin said when they ran Goodyear slicks in Vernon, he said, like, it just was, the way he described it is like you could just keep going, I think. One of the tires he ran back then.
Did I give you that 4x scope earlier?
The guy who's shopping for a single mother has a low volume. I will boost Ethan's volume. I have a 4x scope on my.
Okay,
Yep.
that's good.
Work
I got
kind of okay right now.
I've got 6 times on the 24, and I've got 3 times on the 416.
So I'm just moving, so it's not.
Yeah,
Oh, that was you? Holy shit. Didn't realize you came with me.
that's a branch. What do you think of New Hampshire,
Didn't watch it.
Travis?
Boring ass race.
Yeah, it wasn't that good. There were some parts where it was like okay-ish, but it wasn't that good.
And Hamlin doesn't know how to fucking race somebody.
I wish
Right.
Hamlin would have fucking dumped the shit out of Harvick, but I don't
He
like
tried.
Harvick.
He
I hate
tried.
both of them.
I really, I'm not a Hamlin fan, but I've absolutely have no patience for Harvick anymore. I think after that shit that he pulled at
Talladega.
Talladega, what was it?
Yep.
Was it 15 or 14? I think he's the biggest fucking cunt
15.
in the world.
Yeah.
After that, for all the hard talk he did his whole fucking career, I'm
shit he
badass
did,
Kevin
man.
Harvick. You know, I don't take
shit he
shit
did.
from nobody. And he just wouldn't get out of the car and be like, "I'm sorry, I fucked up. I shouldn't have been a dick and spun out and ruined the race for 40 other cars." No, he ran out of that place with his fucking tail between his legs, and I lost all respect for him at that point.
Yeah.
Modern NASCAR drivers are bitches. What's new?
Well, Kevin Harvick isn't a modern driver.
The shit he did to Keselowski and Gordon, forcing that fight.
What was the rumor on Spee about him? Or his wife, rather?
Oh, the
Damn.
picture of
Yeah.
Tony slapping his wife's ass.
How did Tony not get Me Too'd for that? Can I just ask that? Because that was, like, on ESPN camera.
Because he's the fucking bull for fucking Kevin. You don't get it?
Like, remember when that kid won the snowball derby? And he was fucking, like, just hitting on the fucking trophy girl in Victory Lane, or, like it was bad, and he got in a whole bunch of shit. And, like, everyone tried to paint him out to be this, like fucking creepy molester or whatever. Then you have Tony Stewart grabbing Delena's ass on fucking ESPN.
Well, didn't they try to... Didn't fucking Reddit try to do something where they're like, oh, look at this little incel kid, like, looking at the trophy girl. And then didn't the trophy girl give him her number or something like that?
Then they started going out afterwards.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that's because... Oh, hang on!
Uh-oh. Why'd you walk into the house?
You gotta tell me where his buddy is, because...
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's the problem now.
You all are watching the Tour de France, right?
The what?
Where's the
We
buddy?
don't do acoustic motorcycles here, mate. Jog on. I mean, I do for leisure and fitness, but
You moved too far from me and almost died. Where do you think his buddy's at? Do you have an idea?
Nope. I'm trying my hardest to listen, though.
That's me running, by the way.
Okay. He has an M24, but you've got... I don't know if you want it.
So I'm going to die very soon then.
I don't understand that whole dynamic of what just happened.
Oh, I see a guy. He's running up the hill 175. Addy ran behind the trees. Great.
So confirm for me you don't want his M24, right?
I do not.
Okay. I'm just gonna leave his shit here then.
I'm shooting on sight if I see somebody.
Absolutely. I just don't know where his buddy is, because his buddy just...
His buddy ran over the hill. Like his back is to us right now. That's my belief.
Alright, so his buddy just didn't want any.
I think he did what we do.
Next rock I'm going to.
Okay.
you're not hearing me chewing, right?
Nope.
So,
When did Ethan become American?
Minecraft?
yeah, going back even further to the how good would I be in a real car shit, I'm gonna get to find out soon.
You gonna do the McLaren thing?
Mm-hmm. I don't think I told you about this, Chris, and probably not Travis as well. But just outside London, there's a track experience place, and it just runs on like an airfield track, kind of like Top Gear-esque. But they have taken delivery of a McLaren MP412C GT3, 199 quid for like 10 flying laps. Fucking down.
Holy shit.
I know,
Tell me how
right?
good that is, so when I fly my ass over there for some dive grass games, I will definitely give 199 fucking bucks for
Dude,
that.
Sev and I are going to do it together, so we can fucking link up if you're over here soon for that.
I want
He's
to
moving
come
to
in the
London.
next I want to come in the next year and a half, 2 years for sure.
Perfect. Let's fucking do it.
The problem I have right now is even though I've been at my job for a while now, I literally don't have seniority over more than one person. So every time I put in for vacation, I get bumped because
see a
it's
guy.
just I got a guy. Yeah, is it?
He's in the shed. Marked 200. He does not see me. Chrome blocked. Fuck you, game.
In the cuck shed.
There, he's sitting down.
Good job.
Right, the thing is, I'm here in the UK. It's not long to get to London.
Oh,
Sev is
5
going to move
hours.
to London, and so we can be flexible around you. So
Sev
let
is
us
Oh,
know
no.
when
to
you
London?
can come.
Oh no, he's
Huh?
at the shed. He's at the shed. I caused problems. That's a big fight now. So they're at the shed that I'm at. I got picked off.
10-4.
I didn't realize both were in there.
Yeah, Sev's moving to London by the end of the year, I think.
That's based.
Mm-hmm.
So when I fly out to London, you're gonna have to come, Austin. You know that, right?
Why?
Do it! Bag it! Come on! Let's fucking gangbang this MP4 GT3.
Did you know how expensive London plane tickets are, though?
For you, probably a fucking shitload of money.
Yep.
Yeah, true that.
Because I'm on the other side of the continent, right? They're in that shed, dude.
Oh no, you son of a bitch! Why didn't he die?
Oh no!
What a bunch of horse shit.
21 hit
It's
points.
scripted!
Die.
Well, he took a shot with the fucking rifle right on the guy. It's healthier to race the Tour de France with all the doping shit. That's amazing.
You know, we had a good chance at winning if I got that fucking kill that I should have got right there.
Yep.
Well, 2 kills wasn't so bad. We're on a fucking roll with kills tonight.
Dude, I'm serious though. We can be flexible around you. It's a fucking date. I mean, if you can't, Sev and I are definitely gonna do it like before the end of the year or early next year. So if you can't make it to there, we're gonna go, but we'll gladly go again because we're local. So
Yeah. Well, here's my thing. I got fucking denied for all the vacation up till the end of the year because, like I said, it sucks because I'm not new there, but like everybody who's come before me has like generally burned out or gone to night shift, which means that it doesn't apply because I'm day shift. So I have to compete against day shift people for my vacation. So I applied for February for the Daytona 500 week. I might just go down to see Daytona 500.
nice.
I'm not banking on it. I won't know till October if I got those dates approved or not. And I'm probably not going to get them approved. But if I do, I'm going to go to Daytona 500. And then, like I said, if not, I could always try to like rig up my schedule in a way where I could get like 6 days off in a row, and then like call out sick or something like that and get like a week off. It's not like really having a vacation, but like I could just like schedule myself, like put like for the 2 weeks of the schedule period, put like all my days on like one end, suffer, and then like have some days off. It's something you could do. I could do it every time I make my schedule, but you would burn yourself out working like 6 days in a row. It just wouldn't be feasible. 6 12s in a row just to have 6 off would be like nightmare tier.
Well, they got to give you a holiday sometime. So we're local, so we can basically be on call. Although I'm not sure how far in advance you have to book, because I imagine it's popular. But
yeah, like I said, I want to go see some Spurs games for sure. Like at some point in the next year and a half.
boy.
So I'm like I want to like I said if I can't get like a week off, it'll probably be winter 2020 would be my goal because it would be that I can't do it this winter because I didn't get any time off. Unless when I can make my schedule for like December, I could try to like rig up days and shit like that, or January rig up days, and then just like work swaps out with people that kind of shit.
I'm an idiot. I should have thrown a Molotov into the hut, and I didn't realize it until I ended the match.
You know what I really should have did? I should have been aggressive and came and threw all my grenades in the hut, just on the off chance that they were there. But
Well, bruv, you're talking about a British winter, so I hope you like cold tires.
We've
wanna
raced
hear
in
something
plus 3 Celsius.
I've driven the M2 on the summer tires as low as 30 degrees, and I didn't die like iRacing said I should. And let me tell you something. Summer tires have no fucking grip in the cold. It's not a meme.
Dan said the same thing when he put it on his 370Z.
When I finally realized I was like, I can't drive this car in the cold. Not so much because it's cold, because if it got wet and cold, like it just rained, but it was like 40 degrees, it was like treacherous. Like the front end was like literally like skipping across the road
Doing
because it wasn't
fucking
digging in at all.
weaving back and forth on the side streets to generate heat.
All you need to know about Britain is we don't have like summer or winter tires over here. We just have tires. For the occasional snowstorm, we might have chains or whatever we can put on, but no, tires over here are just tires. You put them on, that's it.
Yeah, but and you know I think it's weird in a way too, because I really almost think that the days of all seasons being infinitely shittier than summers are not really true anymore. Because I put Pilot Sport all seasons on the golf, and I'm being completely honest, where I think that the all seasons on the golf might have about 85% of the grips as of the summer Michelins I have on the M2. Like they've got a ton of grip. The all season tires are very good these days.
I miss Dad's Volvo V40. That thing fucking hugged. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah, that thing's probably fucking, that thing's probably absolutely tits to drive.
Oh yeah. Like just having a turbo under your right foot is incredible. It's like the Burnout 1 Boost is what I compare it to, because it's like this slow, gradual, you do not stop accelerating. Like fucking Top Gear blasting along a country road, it's still accelerating like it just took off in first. I'm just like, whoa.
Based.
I miss that car. I want another one.
Probably find them pretty cheap too online.
That's a goal. Short-term goal, well, it's probably whatever shoebox I can get. Ideal scenario would be a diesel estate, but the long-term goal is that 2020 Camaro. Oh.
You know what? Like if I had to say, one of the Camaros that like what was the 1SS LE or LT whatever, the one that the one that's got the wing on it, that's like basically a GT3 car for the road. That one is like, if I can't get like a 911 for some reason, or 911 GT3, I'm like, that's one of my alternatives, because that thing looks like it's an absolute joy to drive.
Oh yeah.
Big ass wing, big beefy tires. What's not to like?
Very true. And you can take it around the ring probably.
The V8. It's a fucking travesty what they did to the Corvette, though. I just looked at it and I was like, I just don't understand what they were thinking.
They wanted.
I mean, they did.
Yeah.
They did it before, but like, oh, it's altering the DNA too much for the road car.
They just want to homologate it for racing. They think they can run an MR car in GTE. That's all this shit is. It's the same reason the Ford GT is a what is it, a twin turbo V6. They just want to dick wave against Ferrari and
we're at the stage where twin turbo V6 is probably one of the better options that you could have for a racing car these days. That being said,
F1.
Well, I mean, yeah, the F1 car somehow ended up. I mean, my car is a fucking. I have a twin turbo V6 in my fucking M2, and if F1 sounded anything like my car, it wouldn't be as boring as it is today. I just don't understand how there's so many V6 turbo cars. Like, go just Google like C43 AMG. It's a twin turbo V6, and just listen to how good that thing sounds. And it's like, how did they get F1 so wrong? Is my question.
Honestly, I don't think the newer cars sound that bad. Like in 2014, they were like vacuum cleaners, but now they've kind of opened them up, and they have this kind of like growly howl to them. And I've heard these engines because they had some at Goodwood. Like Nico Rosberg was doing, like, throwing grass into my face, doing donuts right in front of me. It's like, these engines don't sound that bad in the flesh. It's really cool, but they could sound a lot better. But with a Corvette, maybe it's wishful thinking. I'm just thinking, WEC hypercar, please. The more the merrier. Come along, lads. Make me go to
Yeah,
Silverstone again.
I mean, that when does the WEC hypercar start? Is that
2020.
2020?
So
Okay, so it is next year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I heard that there were some concerns that there might not be a lot of them in IMSA. I know that Audi made one that's going to go to World Endurance Car, right? The R8 GT2 or whatever, or something like that.
That's a different class altogether.
Okay, so GT2 class is coming back. Is that what it is? And then there's going to be Hypercar or some shit.
There's Hypercar, there's GT3, there's GTE, which is like big boy GT racing. There's GT2, which is like super late model, kind of, but not really. And then there's GT4. It's bizarre. There's now 4 GT classes, and all of them are kind of the same. Or three of the 4 of them are kind of the same. And then GT4 is still like sportsman. It's bizarre. I don't really... This is what killed GT racing in the first place, and they're just doing it again.
Oh yeah, because boomers are running all these series, so
Yeah.
what do you expect?
Boomers can't decide on a common specification, and oh, we want to go a little bit faster though, and then it just turns into a fight.
So my big hang up with the Corvette, if you're gonna ask $70,000, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm just gonna be cynical here about this and say that it's gonna have the same fit and finish and quality issues that every Corvette for the entirety of man has had. You're gonna ask 70 grand for that car. Okay. Level 2 helmet here on this ledge, by the way.
Yeah, I'll need that.
You're gonna ask 70 grand for that car. Okay. You know that the dealerships are not going to sell that car for 70 grand because the boomers are going to overpay for it. The boomers are going to get themselves up to about 90 grand with that car after markup. It's not going to be, it's going to be the same shit fest that it is with any fucking scumbag dealership. And I don't know if dealerships work this way in Europe, Ethan, but here in America, if a car price says X, it's never getting sold for X. You gotta, if it's a car everybody wants, it's getting tacked about 15 grand on it minimum. So I would be shocked if you're gonna end up with that Corvette out the dealership for less than 85 grand.
You don't want to hang out here?
Yeah, we could hang out here for sure.
I need a scope, but
I only have a level 2 scope on my car, but we could work with it.
Good thing I'm going for a Camaro then.
Yeah.
So,
So,
30 grand. It's not bad.
no, it really isn't.
V6 Camaro or V8?
Oh, V8. No, I wouldn't. Nothing but V8.
There you go.
I'm a better man than that.
When I ordered the M2, I got it for sticker because, well, it was made to order it. Oh, whoa, hang on a second.
Hi?
There's a crate in the water.
Are you fucking kidding me?
See ya. You do what you gotta do. I'm gonna see if I can get it.
Oh, that's great news.
There's a crate in the water. That's amazing.
Did you just say that's crate news?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Damn it.
I was wondering if you'd noticed.
I'm gonna at least try and cover you and see if anyone's going out there. I presume that's been untouched though, hasn't it?
It has to be. Yeah, so like,
Fucking crate news. God damn it. This guy.
so my car is made to order anyway, so like, if you're getting it, you're gonna order it anyway, so it didn't get marked up. But yeah, like Corvettes and shit get marked up. They pretend like you can't order one because they want to sell the one that they have in the fucking dealership, and they just try to fuck the boomers who come in for it over big time. Slight panic. It's been looted.
Uh-oh. So we've got company?
Yeah.
We got company.
Bad company.
It's alright, I have no
I
idea.
can't deny.
Or maybe it dropped early, but how did we miss it?
I got up here first time before.
Just be grateful for what you get.
These are almost unbearable.
Dude, I'm trying my best.
I gotta swim all the way to the shore, so just chill out where you are. I
Yeah,
can't climb up from here.
I'm on the roof of the house.
Alright. No worries. I'm plenty in.
Do you think you're punny?
So, I guess like the point I was trying to make was we were looking at cars like just like and shit like that on like Craigslist and Facebook classifieds. The three of us the other night, and you can get AMG GTS from 2016, Ethan, for like 80 even.
Oof.
And just think about how much of a car an AMG GTS is
Yes. Oh,
for 10,000 miles on it for the same price as a Boomer mobile.
yeah.
I don't think the Corvettes are going to sell as much as they think they are.
Well, they're going to depreciate like fucking crazy. I can tell you that much. Like every Corvette does.
I think they're going to be worse. But at the same time, have you seen the price of all Chevy cars right now?
Well, Chevy and all American cars. If you look at the prices of them, the prices don't fucking mean anything because it's all about the number that you get for the financing.
True.
The prices are just insanity when you look at that. Like you look at Jeep Grand Cherokee, and it's like
60 grand for
Jeep
freaking...
Grand Cherokees are like 60 fucking grand, and like that doesn't matter because as long as the finance guy gets the monthly payment down to like $400 and gets the person who is quote buying it, or in reality paying the depreciation so that they could sell it used in 2 years, as long as somebody's doing that for them, they don't give a shit what the sticker price is, so long as the financing deal is right.
Yeah, but I'm just the freaking brand new Chevy truck, 60 grand. Brand new Jeep the Scrambler, whatever the truck,
I mean,
65 grand.
You could say you could think whatever you want about what the statement I'm going to make. You've got to be out of your mind if you go into a dealership and pay 60 grand for an American car that's just a truck. I mean,
You're out of your mind if you're going to a dealership and buying a brand new car. Period.
I mean, when you can go into a BMW, Mercedes, you can go to a BMW dealership and get an X5 for the same price or less. You can go into a DMR suppressor. You go into
So
a
I still
fucking...
haven't moved, hey? I'm just hanging out here.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I just got on the shore here. I got a DMR suppressor, which makes me happy. You go into a Mercedes dealership, you can get a GLE 350 for probably less money than the fucking Chevy truck. You know that, like I said, you know what I was just saying is 100% the case because it doesn't fucking matter what these things cost anymore as long as the finance guy gets the numbers right.
There's only one car I think I could buy brand new. And that's an R35.
Got such a boner for that car.
No, but it's... Well, no, I'd rather have like an older one. But that's the only car I could buy brand new. Because I would just don't want somebody else's freaking paws on that car. I guess I wouldn't want to buy a Porsche GT11 RS used either.
I would. My dream is to somehow scrape up enough cash at some point to get a 911 GT3, or a GT3 RS would be obviously over the moon. But
You have to have...
that'll be at least 10 years from now.
You have to have a connection to buy a new one.
Yeah, you have to have the new ones. You gotta have bought Porsches from a dealership. But that'll all change next global recession. It's the same thing's going on right now with like watches and Rolexes and shit. It's stuff that nobody wanted 10 years ago because everybody thinks that they've got a ton of money because the economy's okay-ish globally. People are fucking on wait lists for stainless steel watches, and they think that they're investments, but stainless steel isn't a precious metal. And the same thing applies to 911s. There's people going... There are people hoarding 911s right now. It's actually in England, Ethan. I've heard that if you buy a 911 new, you have to prove to the dealership that you're going to drive the car.
Wow.
Or they won't sell it to you. I'm serious.
That's cool.
Because
Yeah.
there's shit going on where like people are hoarding 911s, and like enthusiasts who actually want to drive the car and not think it's like a fucking investment piece to be kept in a garage, you know, are like really upset, and I would be too. You know, if you had the money to buy a 911 and you're like, no, sorry, you know, some fucking trust fund baby bought 4 of them when they came on the lot, you'd be fucking pissed and you'd be looking for something other than a Porsche then.
Good on Porsche for doing that, honestly.
Yeah.
Because like I see supercars and shit, and I hate it when they're trailer queens. I like it when they're, like that Tax the Rich guy who went like rallying a LaFerrari or some shit. That's my dude. Fucking go for it. Play with it. Drive it. It's a car. Enjoy it.
Like I've gotten into watches and shit over the last like 5 years or so, and like I read on like these watch forums, like people like sobbing because they scratched like the clasp on the fucking bracelet, like on their new Rolex, and it's like, my dude, if you're gonna buy something like that, what is the purpose of keeping it in a safe? Wear it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
Rolex wasn't meant to be. Rolex is a luxury watch, but it was never intended to not be a tool watch. Like the Submariner was a tool watch from the get-go.
What did you call me?
Yeah.
That's right. You heard me.
Bitch.
Like, it was always designed to be worn. Like, it has the 1,000-meter water resistance. It's got the whole 9 yard. You can go swimming with it. You can fucking get it dirty, and it would still fucking run.
In the meantime, we're playing a game, and we're top 10 right now.
Yes, we are. It was the Bond watch for a reason, because it was supposed to be like tough and badass. You know? And now like you have like Pajeets like hoarding them into like safes because like the global economy is a little bit better than it's been recently. So now everybody thinks that they're this investor because they saw one person get $1,000 on top of what they paid retail because somebody didn't want to wait a couple of months to get it at retail price.
Yeah.
And the same thing's happening with Porsches because people are fucking hoarding Porsches, and it's like you look at them, it's like these are 911s that 5 years ago, 10 years ago, nobody wanted. Nobody wanted a '79 911 with the whale tail. Nobody wanted it. I remember when I was in college the first go around, I remember jerking myself off looking at pictures of like beat up like 1979, 1978 whale tail 911s, and I was like, fuck, I would love to get one of those.
140.
140?
They're running. They're out in the middle. 145. They're at that house now. That was a fuck off shot by me. So I'll have to pop in from the north.
Like, yeah, I remember looking at like all that shit, and I was like, damn. I was like, I would fucking love to have the cash one day.
Yeah.
I gotta come back.
I'm okay.
Oh boy.
Racefield boy.
Yeah.
Wait.
Rip me.
You're fucking hurt?
Yeah, I'm dead.
Great.
Travis mentioned the R35, and obviously I'm thinking about the 2020 Camaro, but I think realistically there's only one car that I genuinely would like buy new right now. Be assured I'd be heading down to my local Dodge dealer before their summer clearance event ends, where you can get all Dodge Ram models for 20% off MSRP.
Where do you see me from?
Don't forget, like, subscribe, and favorite this video.
We were in our good spot turned to shit there, by the way.
Oh.
Ethan, was
give
that
me
our
20
sponsor
seconds,
for
I
the
gotta take a leak.
Okay.
What, Travis?
Was that our sponsor for the day?
It's fucking Dodge Ram owner on Twitter.
What the fuck? How did he see me?
He has special eyes. No, it's the best Twitter account of all time, RamLover69. He is sponsoring this video now, whether he knows it or not.
Kind of in a sticky situation at the moment. I'm 3 wide with the AI cars at Daytona.
Oh, don't do that.
I got sunflower seeds going, my man.
How the fuck do you eat those things? Because Cody gave me some in Vegas, and I just popped the whole things in my mouth, and I was just like, ugh.
You, use your teeth to, like, crack them open. They're like a mini peanut. Like, you know how, like, with peanuts, you, like, the sides are kind of sealed? And then, like...
My brand!
You use your mouth as a nutcracker and you crack open the shell. You throw away the
Right.
shell, you eat what's inside.
I tried to eat the whole thing, Oggy.
Top
Familiar
errors.
with these things. Look, Chris. Look with your special eyes. My brand. I love that video so much.
Alright. So like I was gonna finish my story up a little bit. So those cars would go for like 19 grand when I was like in college first time, finishing up in like 2011. Now, like and this is one of the only reasons I still have a Facebook, by the way, because all you guys are on Instagram and it's way easier to just DM on there, and Instagram's far more interesting.
I don't have you on Instagram. What is your Instagram?
What?
Mate, I think I've liked all your shit, bro.
Really?
Yeah,
I do not recall. Let me have a look.
send you a message.
Oh yeah, maybe. Maybe I'm just stupid.
Sent.
Literally his Steam name.
Huh,
But-
following. Huh. Oh, you just don't. Oh, well, that one's from 3 days ago. Oh.
Rick,
Alright, well, I guess I'm just blind.
but like
And you had.
the only reason I like still have a Facebook is to like look at like Facebook classifieds, and there's like a couple of like there's a 9/11 enthusiast like private group that I follow, where like people buy and sell like 9/11s, and there's a couple of watch groups that I follow just because there's interesting stuff in there. Those are like the only reasons I still have Facebook. And yeah, I saw somebody post a couple of weeks ago about like a 1979 whale tail. Someone was like he sold it like a couple of years back for like 27,000, which is already 8 grand above what I was talking about. And people were saying he got robbed blind and should have sold it for like closer to 50.
So you want to know something crazy? Jeep Wagoneers. They were like 3 or 4 grand
Uh-huh.
when Katrina hit. They're now upwards of 15 to 25 grand. Same condition, like piece of crap rusted
Why
out
would the
things.
hurricane affect that?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Well,
what
it wasn't. It
happened.
wasn't. Well, I just using the time because I bought one then, so I knew what the price of them were. The first vehicle I ever bought was a Jeep Wagoneer, and I never put it on the road because hurricane made the prices of gas in Charlotte go from like $1.50 to like $4.
Oof.
Yeah,
That's rookie shit. We're around $3 here in New York forever.
yeah, it's because you guys have some stupid ass people in.
Yeah, and we've got
Politics
we've got
related.
fucking 60-cent state sales tax on gas. So go fucking figure. Thanks, liberal Democrats.
You can thank Hillary for that from years ago.
Yep. Yeah, yeah, pretty much the same shit that all of this shit's the same shit that happened like with like the Submariner I was talking about before. They retail for like 7,500, but forever they were selling the secondary market for like 3 grand, and then all of a sudden people started putting them in fucking safes like they were stainless steel watches an investment, and now they're like if you don't want to wait for an authorized dealer to get you one, they're selling for like 10 grand, which is insane. Because, well, like I said, hopefully the global economy will correct all of this at some point, and I could buy some 911s off boomers who thought they were going to invest.
Top of the mountain?
Yep. Same thing with a house. I'm waiting to buy a house until the economy takes a hot shit, because that's another thing that boomers had to fucking ruin.
Is it bad that I want to buy like a 3-pack of Rich Energy just in case the cans like?
You should. You honestly should. Look at what happened to Flappy Bird.
True.
We got
Uh-oh.
company.
What
order now.
problems?
The village below. Let's go.
Yep.
Rich Energy.
And then I'll come meet you after I loot this place.
3-pack. Free delivery. Add to basket.
6x scope, 2x scope. This is getting interesting already. I'll come meet you
Oh.
right away.
Oh, I got an SLR.
Okay, I'll give you the scope then.
Thank you. Your order has been placed.
How much was it?
Nice. Can you tell us if it sucks dick or not?
Oh, I will.
Apparently it's good.
No, apparently it's shit. It tastes like an inferior version of Red Bull. if not recanned Red Bull, which is pretty funny, being the superior energy drink. But yes, your order has been placed in less than a minute, so
Uh,
that's happening.
I will tell you right now that Monster, sugar-free Monster, has absolute best tasting energy drink that's available by far.
I haven't tasted that one. I am a sucker for the original green. I love the original green Monster
I
so
had the
much.
original green once or twice, and this is going to sound weird to you coming from a burger, but I thought that they were way, way too fucking sweet.
Hmm.
Yeah. I had a green Monster once, and I couldn't, the original, and I could not finish it.
Now,
Car 98 here. So I tell you what, you want the 4X or you keep your 6 times? You call.
I'll keep the 6 times.
Yep, that makes sense. I'll keep the 4 times on this SLR.
I have had original green both here and in the US, and I didn't notice the difference.
Yeah,
Uh,
for me it was just, I thought it was a little too sweet for my.
that's fair enough.
I mean, you guys probably didn't have this, but we had. Maybe I don't even know if Austin had this, but Travis probably knows what I'm talking about. Travis, Water Waters.
What?
Water Waters.
What?
What?
No. Oh,
Say it one more time.
Water Waters.
Nope, never had.
Okay, so here in Burgerland, by the way, people are at those houses. Right here, running towards us. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's coming from further up the road. I've got a problem. I've got no helmet on. Alright, can you see him? Can you kill him
Where is he?
with your scope? He's in the middle of the field there. Alright, he's down. Now his buddy's just the only one left.
Is that behind the rock still?
His buddy's up here.
Oh, I see him on the road now.
Yep. His
that a
buddy's
different
going to be
dude?
out for blood.
You're shooting that guy too?
Yeah, I'm going to rotate down this way.
There's a dude still behind this rock, I swear. Or is that
No,
the
I
dude you
killed the
shot?
guy behind the rock.
Okay.
I killed the guy behind the rock. I'm trying to just rotate so we don't get fucked on position with this guy who's in here. Because he had something good. He hit me a couple of times.
He's shooting me now, but
I see him,
okay.
I see him. He's on the back of the porch of the closest house to us.
Yeah, I know. I popped off a shot, but
Was it Zero Sugar Monster you said?
Yeah, Monster Zero.
Wait.
I saw him just now.
Yeah, wait. Maybe I have Monster Zero.
Oh, there he is.
Is that the new blue or is that the old blue? Chris.
Are you shooting at him, Chris?
Hang on one sec. He's moving back into the house.
I fucking hit him, did I not? He's behind the house.
No, he was still in it.
Oh, are we shooting two different people?
Uh-oh. 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 Panic.
Pinnick.
Fuck! One ran out. I hit him like 3 times and he didn't drop. Yeah, the hut that has my marker on it.
Yeah, that's what I've been shooting at. There's like a guy behind.
Well, that's not good. That means there's multiple people here. We got problems.
Are they healing inside the house? Then we gotta watch in the event people flank us, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is not good. Oh, you're just gonna go run a Rambo, hey? So I can't do that? You're going to die.
Maybe. I have a helmet now, and that's a start. Oh, right here. Last house.
Remember, I have a sniper, so I can't do anything here.
Yeah, you can.
Lure them out towards me if you can.
It's nothing to me.
Dad's getting close. So I can see you now. So I can call left or right. I'm watching your back right now.
I want to say I think he's going to come around this way.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's in the house. He's in the house. He's in the house.
Oh my god. I just get the fuck out. I gotta move, dude.
Shoot.
Gotta move.
I don't care. Get fucked. Oh, thank you for all that ammo.
Okay. There's the health kit I needed. This is kind of a mess.
I'm healing. Just make sure nobody sneaks up on me if you can.
I'm in a hut right now, right? Next thing I gotta do is scan the cliffside because we know guys landed up top. So you need coverage over there? Is there still a guy left?
No, I don't think anybody's here. Doing a quick sweep.
Still wondering where the guys who landed on the mountain are.
Yeah. My only thing is I think we made enough noise, you know? Alright. I'm okay-ish. I could use an energy drink or a painkiller, like a true American.
I don't have either.
Okay,
right now.
Kyle.
So this is in.
Yes, sir. We're probably gonna have to cross at some point. Should probably survey if anybody's gonna try and cross near us first, though, right? That guy had a sniper, by the way, so we were. I think, I know, hindsight's 2020. We didn't die. I think it was the right call to be aggressive with him because I think if we tried to run, he would have probably chased us because I killed his friend. Uh,
Oh, we do have to cross.
Let's do it. Just fuck it. We gotta cross. Better, better. There's a lot of people alive, by the way.
Yeah, for how small the circle is, it's worrying. I really should have dropped the guy that was sniping us from the town. I hit him.
I still don't know if that was the same guy or not, you know?
It must have been.
Yeah. Alright, run along the coast. Due south.
Yeah, I pretty much have to.
How much 7.62 do you have?
10 bullets.
Worry.
Yep. Not good.
Alright, I've got 2 mags of SLR rounds left, so I'm not gonna shoot unless I know that I can take the person out with the SLR. Otherwise, I'm gonna do 4.16. Uh-oh, uh-oh. That's from across the way. That was a mistake by that person.
Oh, he hit me.
That's a big fucking mistake, though, because he's got a cross.
Still hitting me. Car 98. Where is that?
Oh, no! No!
You die too?
I knocked him, and he... Wow.
Where
His
was
buddy
this dude?
hit me at the same time. They were on the rock face shooting at us. That's fucking horseshit. Well, not horseshit. I didn't have any armor.
Rip dead.
But
Oh, yep. I almost got to cover. He had a good spot.
he had a good spot up.
Oh, and you saw him too.
Oh my god, I brought him to fucking 15% health. Bullshit. If I knew you were knocked, I probably would have actually hid because I was just trying to get shots off at him. Be like that sometimes.
So how about a new journalist is calling the problem with the new Doom game, or I guess the old new Doom game, like from 2016, is that you never get a rest. That's a problem. Guess you
Wow.
just don't like video games.
Wow, New Doom was actually such a breath of fresh air compared to what shit games are these days. And I'm not gonna lie, I know it's filled with a lot of SJW overtones, but I have to give credit where credit's due. I think Assassin's Creed Odyssey is unfucking believable. And I think it would have been, if that came out before we was Egyptians, it would be like rated 10 out of 10. It's very, very fucking well done. Like, the fighting is actually, like, good. Like, it scales properly. Like, there's like never really a situation where, like, you know how, like, in some games where, like, an enemy is just strong for the sake of being strong?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's enemies that are strong, but, like, not that you can't overcome if you just fight properly with the game mechanics. It's pretty well done. It's better than the Egyptian one, by far. And, like, if this one came out first, people would probably be raving about it. And I think that the last game that I played that was single player that I thought was even as close to as good was New Doom. And people are complaining about New Doom.
Yeah, one of the fucking new journalists who doesn't like any video games is complaining that it's too stressful and he doesn't get a break.
He'll fucking kill himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, does everything have to be fucking ruined or, like, cater to fucking babies?
Not even babies, but just like progressive SJWs. 'Cause that's who it is.
Like, New Doom was fucking a blast to play.
What if I told you I preferred Doom 3?
I had never played Doom 3, as
Doom,
weird as that sounds.
Doom 3 is a meme. It's fun though.
I heard it sucked, which is why I never really gave it a shot.
Oh, it does. Like, it's not even close to feeling like traditional Doom, but I kind of like the story behind it, and just like, it's like a thriller game with like a shitload of jump scares.
Mm-hmm.
And I always liked like the story behind it, and I liked all the, like, you pick up a lot of PDAs and shit, and that's how you gain like access to new areas, and they all have like audio logs and stuff on them. So there's like a ton of background lore, which is, again, it's so like opposite what a Doom game should be, but like that was my first Doom game. And it was just interesting to like read. Why are you going to Cow? You gonna get shit kicked out of you? Where are you going?
Oh, I overshot a little bit. I went to the right too much. Shit.
You are going to die, but we'll meet up. I'm just
No, I'm gonna go to the back houses and I'll swim across to you.
Okay. Or if I find a vote or you find a vote.
Yeah. As far as I can tell, nobody came with me. Yeah, I have to say, like, one of the things that I thought was refreshing about this Assassin's Creed, it's like, I feel like there's a lot of stuff to do on the side missions that's worth doing. And the last couple of Assassin's Creed games I played, there was absolutely no point to attempt side missions. You know the one, the We Was Native American ones that came out like 2013 or so? That one, I enjoyed the setting. I thought it was really cool, the setting. But the gameplay, you could literally play the entire game with like the first weapons that they give you. And that doesn't make any sense because then there's no incentive to do side missions and build up like points and all that stuff. Which is like part of the only point of like these days playing a single player game is to like build up like do a lot of side off like the radar kind of stuff, kill time, you know, or like explore the world. I guess I could say. Like, I don't want to play a game that's like open world and not explore like most of it. And New Doom had a lot of that too, by the way. There was a lot of stuff to explore, which made the game worth playing.
Was it stuff to explore, or was it just like collectibles?
Kind
I've
of
watched
collectibles.
playthroughs on it, right?
There was like other parts of maps that like weren't really like like meant for you to go through, or like there were alternate ways to do some parts of maps. Like, it was cool to like, you know, and like you were like, oh, because sometimes you had to backtrack and you were like, oh, I didn't know that like that was how you're supposed to do it when you backtrack to like go do what you're supposed to do. And I was like, okay.
So how are we gonna do this? Because we got a city in the middle of us.
I'm just gonna swim to you.
Okay. Is that doable? Yeah, I guess so. I'll wait. I think it's been ages since I've played like a non-racing game with a single player mode.
Have you ever played Portal?
Yeah, I had the first one before anyone knew about it.
Nice.
Same.
I fucking love Portal. Brilliant.
I might have been, like, I'm not saying like I was the first person in the world to play it, but the Orange Box came out shortly before my birthday in grade 10, and I'm like, I really don't play a lot of single player games, but I've heard Half-Life is good, and like Team Fortress 2 looks kind of interesting.
Did
So
you like Half-Life?
no.
Ah. I'm all about like Half-Life, Portal 2, Portal, of course. I love those games. Like I'm like you, I pretty much exclusively play racing stuff, but those games are just they're just so good. Like they break through that shell for me.
Portal, I think I finished like the afternoon I played it. I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, that was pretty neat. And then it just blew up like a couple months later, and I'm like, oh,
The cake is a lie.
that was brutal.
Yep.
I'm like it was good, don't get me wrong, but I didn't, like, I played it, and then there was like a grace period of about a month where I'm just like, oh yeah, there was that quirky Portal game I played. That was kind of fun for like 2 hours or 3 hours. Like, it's not a long game, the first one, right?
No. No, it was kind of like a dirt rally kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because they took this concept called Narbacular Drop.
Yeah.
They hired the team that that made it, and they just made a little game with it to test the waters, or just
Yeah.
like a little like side thing to TF2 and Half-Life.
Yeah.
But then it just blew up, and then it got a sequel and all that. So I still want Portal 3. Yeah.
I played TF2 on console before that was big, because remember it was like TF2 came out, and then again it like took a while to catch on, and I played it in the early stages on console when it was literally just the 3 maps, and like the first month or two of the game's lifespan I played it.
Yeah.
And then if you understand the chronology of what games came out after that, it was like the Orange Box came out early fall 2007, and then Halo 3 hit, and then Call of Duty Modern Warfare hit, and people just forgot about TF2, and I migrated to COD 4.
Yeah.
TF2 had like a kind of cult following, though. I think still like pretty much for a while afterwards,
Well,
right?
what happened is they went free to play on Steam, and it just exploded because people were making shit with like the Steam workshop and all that.
Yeah. Steve's got a few items selling in the workshop.
Yep.
Pretty sure. None of the ones I ever worked on with him went for sale, but it's whatever.
Alright, oh, we're not too far.
Yeah, I'm gonna run to this lake because usually that's good cover for us.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit these houses because I could use.
Oh yeah, I played a bit of TF2 in my time. It was pretty fun.
That's actually a good topic though. Games you played before they caught on.
Remember America's Army?
Yep. The one on
Like
PC,
game never
right?
caught on.
Oh, that game did catch on, but you didn't
Not that
know
much.
it. People from other countries were playing the shit out of that game.
Because it was free, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember playing it for a little bit when it first came out, and I was like, wow, this is so cool. And then I was like, this game's got a ton of bugs. I'm not really having a fun time playing it.
It was around the summer before COD 4 came out. Like, I remember playing it coming home from the drag races. Either 06 or 07. Might have been the year before, I'd have to look up on my... But no, I do remember playing it. And I remember there was that one... The best map was the hospital one, where you had to, like, escort the hostage from, like, deep inside the ER.
Yeah.
I played those servers, like, 24/7.
And the one that was a good game mode, but the one everybody had a boner about playing was the one that was like on a bridge. Remember that one?
Oh, that map fucking sucked.
Yeah, but that was the one everybody wanted to play because the rounds were like 20 seconds long.
Yep. Yeah, I remember Bridge. Fuck, there are a couple ones. There was one... Yeah, I really
Level
only
2 helmet.
I think I only played like 3 or 4 maps because again, you just have like the 24/7 servers, right?
Yeah.
I'm just hanging out in the swamp here. I'm trying to think. Yeah, games that you played before they like caught on.
I can't think of any really. The only one I can think of, okay, so you know the whole thing that's going on with, or went on with like trials and like side-scrolling motorcycle games.
Yep.
I played the original like inspirations for those. There was Action Supercross, and then there was Elastomania, made by a guy named Balas Rosa. And I played the shit out of those as a kid because Action Supercross had a demo on a demo disc or something.
Okay.
And then, yeah, years later, Trials became a thing, and all these side-scrolling motorcycle games started popping up. So I guess that kind of counts.
No, that counts.
Yeah.
And are you big into Trials now, or have you just like ignored it?
Um, I played the original Flash one that they had online before it became like a big console thing, but I've never played the console version.
Okay.
Do you remember trial discs in like Electronic Gaming Monthly?
Nope.
Yep.
Original Xbox demo discs were amazing.
I still have all my PS2 demo discs. I never let go of a single one. They're great. And they have like interesting like pre-release versions as well.
Yep.
Of... They
We
might
got
be
a long
worth
ways to
something.
go.
Oh, I guess we could ride the coast and get killed again, but
Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, that's not such a terrible idea.
we gotta get moving though. Fuck, I'm trying to think.
I remember the I had the PS1, one of the first PS1 demo discs that had like Power Rapper the Rapper on it.
Oh
Oh
god.
yeah.
I think everybody had that.
I used to have a crush on Lammy. That was my weird childhood crush.
Rip.
Fucking guitarist, redhead, sheep. Like, oh, fucking sign me up.
I would almost count Dirt Rally because like I played it right at launch and played the shit out of it and then got bored of it and like never touched it again. And then it became this like huge cult phenomenon and I'm just like, why? There's like no tracks in this game.
Didn't understand what the developers were trying to do with that game. You gotta give them a chance.
Oh, right, yeah. Lol.
Oh, you know what? Fuck. I'm thinking of the obvious one, the fucking Cody's F1 games. Not like in a sense that like I played them since 2010, even though I did. But I was like the first like not mainstream sim racer, but like the first out of all the sites that cover this shitty hobby to be like, this is actually really good this year, guys, and you should check it out. I distinctly remember being the first one on the ball for that. Because it was 2016, and I straight up said, like, I'm like, this is our game of the year. Like, this is unbelievable. And people are just like, you're pulling our leg. Like, what the fuck? I'm
Didn't
like,
you buy it after I told you how good it was?
possibly.
You bitch. Stop taking credit for my foresightedness. But now I get you.
I guess you could say that me and Travis played iRacing before it became a big thing.
Yep, that works.
Because we literally had it like when it like first was on the scene within the first month.
I mean, I played NR 2003 the day it came out.
Yep. Yeah, I think Travis wins that one. You're about 50
Chris probably did
years
though
ahead.
too.
I had NASCAR 3 and NASCAR 4.
I had NASCAR Racing Series 99 or whatever it was, the first PC one. Then I had NASCAR 2002. And they got 3 the day it came out. 2003, that is.
Oh, shit. I think I got one. Hard Truck. Because, you know, there's like Euro Truck Sim, but then if you go back in the lineage of those games, they go 18 Wheels of Steel, and if you go back even further, they're called Hard Truck by this like Russian company.
Yeah.
I had Hard Truck 2, and I played the fuck out of it to completion. You have no idea. My buddy at the time in elementary burned me a copy because his dad was actually a trucker, and like Yeah, like they're they were like truckers from California, and they moved up here to Edmonton. And he's like, my family like loves this game because like these are our people, and I played it, and it was so fun. I played Hard Truck 2 to completion to the point where I had like the futuristic truck you get at the end, and I found like the box van as like a bonus vehicle, and I bought
Yo,
that, and you can rip around the map at 200.
real quick, we're committed to this big rotation, just so you know.
We are ten
Yeah,
four,
we can't run through camp. There's people in there.
10-4.
People in front of us. Oh boy.
That's great. Where are they
Yeah,
at?
this is yeah. There's right there.
Where? Shit. I don't see them.
Yep. That guy just got a that
There's a
Twitch
crate
shitter
right
just got a
there.
kill because of me.
There's a crate there.
All right, so fuck off. Run away from the crate. Let them fight over that crate.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Go to boot
Fuck
camp.
it. Yep, camp it is.
I'm 50 yards behind you.
I'm so
Oh.
spooked right now. I'm not even gonna lie.
This is bad.
I know another one.
I'm interested.
H1Z1.
Oh wow.
I played DayZ before it became a thing.
I remember that.
Yeah, I played the shit out of the mods of DayZ.
Wasn't H1Z1 one of the mods from DayZ? Or which one was first?
DayZ was first. H1Z1 was somebody took another engine and made H1Z1. Guys behind us, drop, hit the deck.
Behind you?
Yep, he sees me. Oh bullshit!
What the fuck? I stopped to
Just
look
keep
for
going.
ammo. I'm so fucked. I have 28 bullets.
You're gonna have to see if that crate right there, that those bodies have any ammo. That's your only chance. Keep going, keep going. Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Because
scared.
the guy who just shot at you just got himself mowed down.
Yeah?
Yeah. I heard where the silent shot was from, and then the shots that you heard that got the kill were from the same spot. So that guy got himself mowed down for nothing.
This is such a fuckfest.
This is going to be the one we win, you know that, right?
No.
You're going to get the last kill here. It's going to be our only kill, and we're going to win.
No.
Gotta be to your right, to your right, to your right. Yep, turn around, turn around.
Where? Oh my god.
Oh my god. We got to get you a headset, my man.
Didn't even hear him.
Yep, we got to get you a headset.
Hid in the plant and took some painkillers, and he just walked up and shot me.
Yep. He must have been healing himself outside the blue, and for Christmas you're getting a headset. I will find your address out and send you a headset.
Dude, he just like turned. Oh. What the fuck? Oh, his buddy came up on me, that's why. And he called him. P6 ain't bad. One more?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I had some coffee, so I'm not completely destroyed yet.
Yo, so did you guys see that that thing from over the weekend where Trump dropped in on a wedding?
What?
Trump was at his golf course in New Jersey, like staying the night at like his resort that he's got there, and there was this wedding there. These people were having a wedding, and like he just walked through, like to just like congratulate the bride and the groom, and people were like going crazy, like they were like so excited to see him. Before that hit the news and shit, one of the dudes I work with knows his cousin was at that wedding, so and like he kind of knew the person, and he sent me like all the videos that you see on the news now, like before they hit the news, like late on Sunday, because it
That's
happened Saturday night.
that's pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah, so I saw all those videos like in like a group text before like that shit became like popular. I've heard yeah, I've heard my friend Jacob I went to nursing school with. Um his family's got like a pretty good deal of money. His dad's like a dermatologist in Florida, and like he lives like a couple of doors down from like well when he lived a couple of doors down from like where Trump lives in Palm Beach, and like he would see Trump at the golf course, and like he was like Trump's like genuinely a very good person. Like he was like he would like always make sure to like come over and like say hi and like ask how everybody was doing. Like he wasn't like just like a rich person who would like just bullshit like because like
Yeah.
he was just like schmoozing and stuff like that. He was like no, like Trump was like the kind of person that like always came over and was like genuinely like interested to know like how people were doing. So like from I've heard from two different people who have like encountered him in real life that he's like genuinely a good guy.
We know a guy that works for him. Remember?
Yep.
Who?
Double A.
Really?
Double A's on his communication team.
He,
Awesome.
he drives one of his security trucks.
That's fucking awesome.
Yep. That's why, like, I mean, like, people probably, like, shit on me a whole bunch, just either in private or, like, behind the scenes that I'm a Trump guy, but, like, we know a guy who is in his security detail.
That's amazing.
And it's crazy to hear, like, because he's popped on TeamSpeak every now and then when, like, shit's hit the fan. I think he's been on their channel, like, 3 or 4 times.
Uh-huh.
He was
And-
streaming the night talking about the guys, the Coast Guard, going out there and like securing a submarine by jumping on top of it and telling him to open the fucking hatch. He was laughing his ass off.
Like, it's just crazy that, like, you go on Twitter and you see these, like, deranged cat ladies who are just losing their shit at Trump over,
Mhm.
like, nothing. And it's like, no, but, like, we're not just, like, mega, like, losers like that. We actually know a guy in a security team.
Yeah, like I
He's
know
based.
I am friends with somebody who has encountered Donald Trump multiple times in real life and was like he's like genuinely a very nice guy, and he's like a very caring person. Is like, he's not just like, "Oh, how's like so and so," like, just to like make conversation. Like no, like he like said he like personally went over like to like say hi to everyone, like, because like he's seen them enough and he knows them enough, like that kind of thing. You know, it's and this is like well before he was like
Yeah.
running for president too.
Just some rich guy from New York, basically. The tycoon
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, and like he wasn't like your typical rich asshole who was just like
Yeah.
just a douche. No, he was like, I've heard that he's genuinely like a pretty caring person, like, and is like genuinely like interested in like making sure like that other people aren't like in a bad way, I guess you could say.
It's like New York's resident rich grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of...
Like I know like this like it's like the boomer meme that they post on like Facebook and shit like that. Like he gave up his billionaire lifestyle to come save the country. Well, I do think he's doing a lot of things that need to be done in this country because liberals are absolutely cancerous. But I mean, like if you think about it, the man did not have to do any of the shit that he's doing right now. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
he was on Endgame.
yeah, he was like literally. He's literally at a stage where, like, he literally did not have to do any of what he's doing at all. And he would have still been recognized as, like, one of, like, the most influential people in the history of the planet. You know, well, that's kind of close, huh?
Yeah, I heard shots popping off.
That sounds like
There's
it's
a
from Bond.
there's a truck here, so we can go get in that
Yeah,
and
we can
fuck
fuck
off.
off.
Yeah,
Actually,
I have an idea. Go to the coast.
yeah, I've got enough stuff. I'm ready to go.
Speaking of crazy cat ladies on Twitter, you see the shit that's happening over in Dustin's hometown in Langley?
No.
The guy who's like, wax my balls, and if you don't, it's a human rights violation.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so this dude went and, well, it's a tranny, right? But it's a dude who went to a bunch of like female-only spas and was like, wax my balls, literally. And all the chicks like refused him service because like it's a dude, like it's a dude. It's a guy with a dick in a dress saying wax my balls because I'm a woman.
Ready to roll?
Yep, I need a helmet though. And they refused him, and now it's this whole human rights thing, and a couple of the salons got shut down for refusing him because no one wants to be the people to trample on the LGBT shit thing. No one wants to be the person to draw the line in the sand and be like, you're not trans, you're obviously like up to something bigger here. I know we do have a trans fan like watching potentially, and I'm sorry for bringing up this topic, but like if you know the story I'm talking about, like this dude's being a fucking cunt.
Well, yeah, and like that's the thing that like really makes me feel bad about this stuff too, is because like I've never told you guys, but like I have a close family member who is not straight, and there's not anything like what these people try to do, which is basically this guy's trying to get women to touch his balls.
Yeah.
That's really what this person is doing.
Yep.
This is like not like this is not like a regular person who's just like I just don't like the opposite sex. It's not the same. Yeah, and it's like if you feel that you need to be trans for whatever reason, it's really not a problem. It's like I really don't understand why this guy should be subjecting other people to touching his balls. Because
sorry.
There's plenty of women I would like to touch my balls, but I know that I'm not allowed to do that unless I'm going out with them,
Yeah.
Or in Vegas.
Or in Vegas.
Oh boy. But it's like you retweeted earlier, Austin. I want to be supportive and like not be a hater or whatever.
Yeah.
But some of these people that are popping up in the news, like the wax my balls guy, the fucking hits man guy, they're
There's people
making it
around here.
really
We have to be
fucking
careful.
hard to just take it seriously,
I'm probably in the most difficult position compared to all you, like, because Chris, like at the end of the day, you just serve people, right? Like you don't have to be friends with them or like, we're going for a ride. Elliot Sadler over once and a half and on his roof. We're back. We're back now. We're good.
Well, we're like, the thing about healthcare is that healthcare is like very much, not that it's more of a business than it's ever been,
Yeah.
and that's the whole world, unfortunately. But like, yeah, it's like it's sensitive, and like I said, I don't care, like and when I say I don't care, I don't mean that I don't care. I mean that like this shit doesn't faze me, because at the end of the day, do you know what I really just want to do? I want to drive my pretend race cars in circles and fucking play PubG. That's pretty much it. I left the helmet over there, by the way.
Where?
On the other end.
Thank you.
Like, that's really all I want to do is just play pretend race cars and play PUBG. I'm pretty simple, actually. But, like, yeah, I mean, like, and like I said, I don't in any way begrudge these people, because, like I said, there's a little too fast here. I have family members I have a family member who's not straight, and it's like, it's perfectly okay. Like, it is what it is. And that's his choice, and he's not asking people to like wax his balls like this person is.
Yeah.
So the story is, and there's more to this story. So after people do some digging on this guy, they find out that he was trying to host like an ages 12 to 24 swim event in Langley without any adult supervision. So he expected people to just like drop their kids off in his presence as a fucking basically pedophile at this point, and then have a
Perfectly
pool.
reasonable, right?
Yeah, have a pool party with like preteen kids. And he's like run it past the city multiple times, and they've like kept postponing it and shit. And it's like, you need to draw a line in the sand here and be like, what you're doing has nothing to do with LGBT, and everything to do with you're a sick fuck, and you should probably be in jail, but we can't technically arrest you because we can't prove you were touching kids.
I need
Yeah.
a couple seconds of cover here.
Yeah, I can hang out watching you.
Do you
I'm
have
at
any
level 2 shit
7.62?
I've got 5.56. Sorry. The scary part for me, like you're essentially just a nurse, so you just treat people like if they have physical injuries, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, like I said, in my role, I have to be every single type of nurse in one
Yeah.
because I can't control what comes through the door.
Yeah,
But,
and you have to be courteous and shit and
Yeah.
all that, but like there's a point where it just doesn't affect you. Like if a transgendered person comes in with, I don't know, some sort of blood issue or they've got a broken arm, like them being trans does not really affect your ability to do your job. It just doesn't. It's not like a thing. Like you might have to call them a different name, but at the end of the day it's not a big thing. But like for the shit I volunteer with, we keep trying to push like the LGBT support angle, so we're like actively involved with that stuff. And my biggest worry is like, are we gonna get caught supporting something and one of these people is gonna turn out to be a pedophile? And like it's to the point where like the more I've seen this stuff, uh, the more I've seen this stuff in the news, because it's not just like one case. It's now like this is becoming like a bi-weekly thing where it's like another one and another one and another one, and it's starting to stack, right? And I'm worried, like especially for the shit I'm involved in. Like, are we accidentally gonna get involved with one of these like essentially like overt pedophilia things,
well,
and give government funding and support to like, let's say Drag Queen Story Hour, where one of the dudes is a convicted pedophile? Do you know what I mean?
well, no, that's I don't think that's the people who are doing that kind of stuff, getting involved with that shit, are like
Yeah.
people who are just like, it's like trying to out SJW each other.
Yeah.
It's like, I know, like I said, I have, I never told you guys this, but like I have a family member who's like, he's not straight, and like I said, that's perfectly okay. I'm trying to see, by the way, in that red zone if there's anybody running out of it. I don't see anyone yet though. And I know like a lot of people who just like aren't straight. It's perfectly okay. I don't care, and like nobody I know cares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hang out with a lot of people from work who are like, we go out after work, and they're not. Some of them are not straight people, and it just literally doesn't matter. And that's like the best way I could put it. It just matter. These are like awesome, extremely talented and gifted people who just, for whatever reason, like don't like the opposite, just don't like the opposite sex, which is perfectly fine.
I mean, even me, if you want to throw me into the hat, I'm like 80% straight. I've no shame in admitting that. No, I'm cool, so.
Yeah, it's whatever you like. Oh, I got 6x scope here.
Nice.
I'll give it to you.
I
I've already
don't
got
have
one.
a rifle. Oh shit! You already have one?
Yeah, man.
Oh, this is about to get hectic.
Yeah, now the onus is really on us to do good.
Mm-hmm.
Come into the building.
That's me coming up here.
Got a whole bunch of presents.
Yeah, like my worry is that we're gonna
Okay.
get AHS is gonna get duped one time by these people, and it's
Yeah.
gonna get ugly. And like I want to bring it up with our coordinator, but like I don't really know how to write the email without coming across as like a right wing lunatic.
Yep.
Or, and I mean like I know that like I've been with that group for over 2 years now, and like they know it's me, so like I don't think they see me like that. At least I hope not.
I'm dropping this third 6x scope I found in the grass.
But like, again, that's my biggest fear is that we get duped by one of these people and we're under fire. Because it seems to happen a lot. And even the stuff at like pride parades and stuff, like I'm really not comfortable supporting that. And that's kind of what you brought up, Ethan, about that tweet, where it's like they're making it really really hard to like be like, yeah, like it's fine, you do you. Because like I'm seeing these photos of like naked dudes walking around with like young kids, and like I don't have kids, right? But if I was a parent, like I'd be like, if that happened at my kid's school, he's pulled out of that school.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, I'm not playing that game. And they're just making it so hard. Like if every like gay and trans person was like my old boss at Pinnacle, that'd be perfect. Like they would,
Fuck yeah.
in a month, people would be like, oh, these people are cool, like whatever. But the fact that instead it's
Oh,
like every
great.
week.
There's gear floating, so it's been looted already.
Okay. So I guess there's guys to our
Uh-oh,
left.
uh-oh, yeah.
Check houses.
Epic.
But yeah, it's just really not good right now, and I forget what the guy's name was. The guy's name was like Jessica, and it's this weird last name. And people
It's
start.
V something.
Yeah, it's some weird. It's not. It can't be his
Reese?
real name.
Yeah.
And then someone posted like this huge expose on him, basically when he was a guy, like him going to the local pool and like taking pictures in the girls' change room, and being like, "Oh, I'm so excited to be here." And it's like, you're almost 30, and everyone in your photos is 12.
Yeah.
Like people used to give me shit for running the pedophile car back when I was like 19. But there's a difference between being 19 and running like a meme pedophile car versus being like 28 and like pretending you're a girl and like going in the girls' change room.
Of course.
It's a very interesting state of affairs.
I just
I mean,
hope,
like,
yeah.
I mean, like I said, like I don't even, I don't think I mind at all, like any of these, like, even like trans people who just like, for whatever reason, are like, I just don't want to be whatever I am. Like, I could almost sympathize with that, like, you know, because do I genuinely know, like, if I was like so absolutely like off the rails, unhappy with like something about me, like, yeah, of course, like, you know, I could see there being people who are in like a state like that. That's, you know, that's you running around. I could see that, like, and it's, you know, I don't know what that feels like. I don't, and I can't pretend to. But like, I guess my point is, it's like I have a big hang up with like adults abusing children, like whether it be sexually or physically, and that's, I think, where I think sane people have to and should draw the line, right?
Yaniv, by the way.
Was that?
Yaniv. Yaniv is the surname. Jessica Yaniv.
Fuck, this is getting interesting right now.
Yeah, because we're in a kind of good spot, right?
Yeah. Good spot. Good vantage point. I've got a... Oh, you know what? This gets even better. Oh, no, it doesn't. I found an AK, but not enough ammo. I was about to say, like, 6x scope on the AK. And it would be lights out, because that's basically a sniper rifle at that point.
Yeah, I've got the SKS with pretty much everything with a cheek pad on it. I don't see where you're shooting from.
We're on,
Here.
like, the northeast edge of the circle, though, so...
Uh-huh.
I really hope we don't get duped. That's, like, my biggest fear right now, and... Who knows, like, we probably won't, it'll be fine. like 90% chance we'll be fine, but like I'm watching this shit go down and it's like, man, it's a dice roll.
That was gonna
Man,
happen.
we're fucked.
Yeah.
Okay, I
There's
think I'm gonna bed.
Okay.
Good night.
I'll be on to do some iRacing. I'll do some late model stuff tomorrow. Wait.
Just let me know when you're getting on.
Yes, sir.
I can show you how to drive. JK.
Well,
I'm not fast. I'm not fast as Stafford, but the setup's fast.
I guess we gotta move, hey. Shoot on sight.
yeah, you gotta defend yourself.
Guess just ride the circle in. We're running to the grenade spam. Uh-oh. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a problem because
Uh.
if we run the other way, I think we're going straight into. Maybe not. Yeah, go this way. Go this way.
Okay.
Because there's some rocks here. I thought there wasn't.
That sounds rough.
7-Eleven. Oh, wow.
How
Oh,
do we
boy.
fuck this one up?
Oh, boy. Stay separate from me. I think that's our best shot.
Mm-hmm. Can't get a good view. I'm stuck in the grass.
I see him. Far. 200 going down to 175 southeast. Far. And I say far, I mean very far. They are on the complete opposite end of the inn right now.
I see a man. He's running. Stop moving.
How do you know he's a man?
Oh my god, I'm knocked. Fuck you. Just as I run. Ah. I hit him.
Damn it.
Guy had good eyesight to fucking spot me from that. Oh well, I got a hit on him. Was he even the same guy? Yeah, it was the same guy. Fuck, he wasn't even looking at me.
I saw him. There was just nothing I could do because when they ran down the hill, it was out of my line of sight, and I just didn't know how to get into the circle without running through an open field, which I then saw was I had to run through the open field.
The aim these guys have is ridiculous. Like, he saw one flash from me, ran 10 yards to the left, and just, like, no-scoped me almost.
At least we're fucking back to where we usually were.
Yeah, we had some good results tonight. Anyway, it's 12:30, so I'm gonna kill the stream. Thanks for coming out, guys.
Cheerio.
Later, Mater.